Yes, sir.
Jesus. Lummy, do I need to go back there and run the fucking controls?
Well, no, you said 12:02. I read Brian's thing on YouTube.
Lummy, the music's too high, the mics are too low.
Well, usually we do an intro, but since you're here, like you said, I'll let you run the show, Bubba.
Bubba's Sports Show with Lummy.
Thank you, Brian.
Lummy.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was trying to stick up for you when they told me that you knew how to run the board.
I know how to run the board,
You're the
Bubba, but you
shittiest
said...
board operator known to man.
Well, I got told 12:02.
I don't give a fuck what to talk. I don't care what you got told. I'm here and I'm ready to go.
Can we get Frank back? Or?
I thought 12:02 was...
Frank! Shit ass bucket.
Thanks, Brian, for the stick up there.
By the way, this is the Brian Matroni, and what's the show?
It's Lummy Sports Show.
It's a Lummy
Babyface.
Sports Show featuring the Babyface and sometimes the Filthy Ginger.
Yes.
All right. Well, we
He
threw
got
the
kicked
Filthy
out.
Ginger out, and a good friend of mine who I've known, Coco, how long have I known you? Since like
97, I think.
97.
Yep.
He came in with Hatley.
Yep.
I met Hatley, and then Hatley's like, "Listen, you think I'm a nut? Wait till you meet this motherfucker. Nobody can survive 55."
Nope.
And so Coco and I have been friends. Oh my God, for years. And Coco was part of the show until he needed more mic time, and he didn't want to pack and ship with 25 anymore. One time I'm in my office, and Coco comes in and shuts the door, and he goes, "Listen, boss, I really need some more mic time." I go, "What the fuck are you talking about? I got people that have paid their dues in there." And he would always overmodulate, be like, "You need some more mic time." So anyway, Coco has been with me for a long, long time, and actually a lot of my Bubba-isms and things that I say, it's a direct rip-off of Coco. Like grab your cleats and get to step in. Just a lot of my stuff came. Coco, I have stolen a lot of your stuff. I don't know if you ever hear some of my vernacular.
Yeah, I get it. I see it.
Do I need to write you a yearly royalty check or something like that?
I mean,
like
that
86 cents or
that
something?
would be splendid. Times are tight.
Anyway, Coco lived down. Well, you as a kid. You were born down here, or were you born in Maine?
I was born in Maine in 71.
Okay, and then you came down here and when?
82.
And then you were here for the longest.
2020.
Until you got in the witness protection program.
Yes, and then I had to
go back.
Yeah.
Why
you can only smash so many humans before you got to go.
Right, it's true. You can only fuck so many big girls from Northeast and get away with it, right?
Yeah.
And so why did you go back?
The weather, basically the heat.
The weather.
Yeah. I mean, I got sick of sweating all the damn time.
I like freezing your balls.
I know, I need to. I know.
How you like those Maine winters?
They're not as bad as people
come
think.
on,
they're
buddy.
Not. They're
Coco.
not. January, February are the worst.
You can't go in the water up there. Like the Atlantic never gets above 67 degrees.
Yeah, like right now.
But I never went in the water when I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
yeah,
you're not. I mean,
look
at Coco. He's not a water, guy. He's not.
No.
Gorillas don't like. His name's Coco because he does really resemble when he gets mad a fucking primate. And I think one of the things, if you go to the zoo, you see they always put a big fucking thing of water because the gorillas don't like the water, I don't think.
No,
right?
They're not really. Some do, but most of them are not.
I think a
fans of
gorilla
it.
will come through the water if he needs to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a tiger will too, but they prefer not to.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no.
You may know more because you've probably taken your daughter.
They're not huge fans of water.
Gorillas and tigers?
All primates are not huge fans of getting wet.
Well,
They're just splish splash.
I heard that gorillas really didn't like, really for real, for a shoot, one of the reasons why gorillas don't like water is because they're so muscular that they sink.
Yeah.
That they are not very, like they're, like
I'm sinking. Right to the bottom with SpongeBob. Yeah,
no, I think you're floating again.
Yeah.
But I mean, gorillas are so goddamn, there's no fat on them.
No.
That they're not very buoyant, and I don't know that they know how to swim that well.
No, they don't. They don't.
So if a gorilla's chasing you, get to the water if you can.
Yeah.
You might have a chance.
You might.
So Coco's been with me for a long time. Coco knows a lot about sports. I was going to do a kind of a podcast with just me and Coco today, but that makes a super long day if I didn't cancel your sports show. So I'm thinking that I would just Coco knows a ton about sports. You know a lot about sports. Lummy knows a lot about sports. I don't know if Lummy's going to. Lummy, are you throwing a fit and you're not talking?
No,
he's very upset. He said, so somebody said, jump in, Lummy. He said, I'm just running the board. Ask Brian.
Oh, Lummy, fuck you. Quit being a martyr, Lummy. Okay?
I'm not. That's what Brian
all right,
said.
So
Bring
Lummy,
back
here's
Frank.
what we're doing. Since you're not being a martyr, shut the fuck up. Since you're not being a martyr, then you bring up the first topic that we're all going to chime in on.
Well, yeah, okay. Well,
okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, like Coco, he's a Florida fan, and obviously Florida beat Utah. They're number 17 now. They play.
Coco's going to suck off AR-15 the first opportunity he gets. That guy's a real fucking ball player.
Yeah, he's the real deal, Holyfield.
I mean,
he's better than Tebow. He's wearing 15, but he's got a better.
Did you see that corner try to stop him at the 5, and he said, "You won't be needing that one."
Get off me.
Yeah, I mean, and the guy, oddly enough, did you watch the game, Brian?
I saw highlights.
Did you see his pocket presence when the pocket would start kind of disintegrating around him? He'd either zip it out or he would stay in there and fucking rifle it to a tight end or something like that. I mean, like a lot of guys that don't have that, that are sophomores get real itchy feet when the pocket comes. But he's so big.
Well, they got him experience last year, and that helped, and that showed.
Well, no, but he got hurt. But the good thing was in high school, his system that he played in was a pocket. He wasn't a run-first quarterback.
Wasn't he from Gainesville?
Yeah, he's from Gainesville.
Yes. Yeah,
I think
from
it's East Side High School.
Last year, I wish they had gave him a little bit more playing time. He was ready last year.
Well, yeah, but he hurt his hamstring that USF game.
But fuck last year. Fuck last year. Had that shitty ass. What was that
Emory
guy?
Jones.
No, the coach.
Oh, homeboy from Mississippi State, Mullins.
They showed him the good news.
Yeah, they told him to get the step in.
Now, is this new guy pretty good? I mean, is he?
Billy
I'll be
Napier?
honest with you. I wasn't too sure, but he showed me a lot the other night to come in.
The defense looked like the old Florida
for sure.
Defense,
most definitely.
And then this fucking AR-15.
Napier.
This AR-15. I mean, what is his
He's
size?
Be a problem.
He's 6'4".
He's 6'4", 232.
He's a problem.
He's built like he'll eventually be built like Josh Allen.
And he threw for 276 the other
and he's
night.
going to play like Josh Allen, and he's going to win like Josh Allen.
So then when does he get plucked out like Josh Allen?
He's eligible to go after this season if he wanted to, but he probably will stick around another year.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, this year he's a top 15 guy. Next year he's the top pick.
Well,
He could be.
depending on the quarterback class and what you're looking at and how these guys perform, who gets injured, he may look around at the end of this year. They have a really good year. He leads them to an SEC title game, loses to Alabama in the title game, and decides to call it. Why risk injury if he knows he's going to be a top 5 pick? Go take that money, even if you're going to sit on the bench your first year. But but who knows?
I mean, but hold on now. Within the quarterback world right now, who's the top 5? I mean, I know Ferguson has to be in there after this weekend, but the guy from Ohio State didn't really light it up this weekend.
No,
the guy from Georgia.
Yeah,
too.
the guy from is it Scooter Bennett? Is that his name?
Did he party this weekend?
Yeah,
they kicked the crap out of Oregon.
Yeah, and I think he's is he a junior?
He is a junior. Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He'll probably come out. I mean, if you're a junior, Brian, in today's NCAA world, if you're a junior and you're a top 5 guy, you come out. You got to come out.
You should.
I mean, you can't home team
you should.
bullshit like Tim Tebow did. I'm coming back, man. You know how much money you're leaving on the table? And would Tebow have been worth more his junior year than when he stayed and got a little bit exposed his senior year?
Yeah,
he was still a first round pick.
Yeah, but he had a better junior season.
He had a better junior season, and it gave the teams from the SEC one less year to pick to kind of
figure him out.
Yeah, they could put guys in the box, bring guys up the middle, and that kind of exposed him a little bit.
Did.
And that's what I'm saying with Richardson. He let's say they beat Kentucky, right? They're going to beat South Florida. They've got Tennessee.
Well, Gibbs could beat South Florida. I don't think they're even Gibbs anymore.
They got Tennessee and then Georgia and then A&M. I I mean, he's going to take
it all comes down to the world's largest cocktail party.
Yeah.
It comes down to that. Now, you know
well,
what?
The Tennessee game at Tennessee is going to be a big one.
But listen, and he doesn't even have to win against Georgia. He just has to, 27, 24, 20, like not throw 5 picks and fumble 3 times. I mean, because you know what? Florida's not quite yet where Georgia and Alabama
No, that's a tall order for Georgia.
But next year, this guy sticks around. They could be there. But let's say this AR-15 character goes against Georgia, and it's a fucking barn burner. It's a 31-27 game. That doesn't hurt his stock at all.
No way. No.
I mean, I think his stock. Look, the Utah game, he single-handedly won that game for that team.
By far.
They lose that game by probably 2 touchdowns if he's not there. If Emory Jones is their quarterback,
for sure.
Utah destroys
them. It's 31-14.
Agreed.
Probably somewhere in that
fucking
range.
That Bandito quarterback for the Utes, that fucking Key West butt tickler he had.
What was his name?
Rising. Cameron Rising.
Yeah.
Which is a great name. That's a good porn star.
And he was a pretty good
Cameron Rising.
And he was a pretty good quarterback. I mean,
Utah's got some good athletes now.
Yeah, I was on to Utah last year. Like, they beat Oregon twice last year. They beat them during the regular season, and they beat them in the bowl game.
They won the Pac-12,
and I put money,
right?
like a little bit of cheddar on them each game because I knew that Oregon was not going to compete with Utah.
Yeah, they won the Pac-12.
I'll be honest with you. I was thinking that probably Utah was going to win against us because of just the debacle that last year was with the Gators. The Gators had a terrible year last year.
Second worst team in the SEC.
I was tweeting Hatley about that big fat 21 nose guard. Did you see what I was talking about? They had this big fucking. They were trying, and I know what the Gators are trying to do. They're trying to Gilbert Brown and try to stop the middle.
He's a freshman, I believe, right?
But he's the late. Every other defensive lineman were blowing the Utes off the ball. And this big fat motherfucker, they finally put a quicker, smaller guy in there.
Yep.
But this 21 guy, if you watch any footage, he's more worried about pulling his pants up because he couldn't keep his pants up. And what nose guard is number 21? I've never fucking seen a nose guard that's number 21.
Well, so, Bubba, he's from Plant City.
Yeah, well, it looks like he ate all of fucking Plant City.
He's 6'5", 415.
Hold on, he's 6'5", 415, and if you go back and watch any of the highlights, they throw him in, but he would just quit.
No athleticism.
No,
probably.
well, yeah, I mean, no athleticism at all.
They changed the rules on the numbers, so that's why they can wear lower numbers now on the defensive line. Is because they used to be. Remember how it was, Bubba? You know, linebackers had to wear 50s or linemen or 60s. 40s. Now they got it. You know,
I think
receivers
now it's
can
just.
wear
I think it's
two
the Wild West. You can wear anything. I think literally. I think your nose guard could be wear number 1 if you want.
Well, if you look at FSU, the FSU game, every one of their defensive linemen had either between 0 or 10.
5. The kid from Albany was number 5.
That guy's a stud.
God, how was he playing for Albany?
Yeah, that guy is a stud.
Jeez Louise.
Number 5 defensive end. He wrecked.
He won
LSU.
that game. He helped win that game for them because
I was so happy to see fucking Brian Deserter Kelly lose from LSU. I hate that guy. First of all, Brian Kelly is the most overrated coach in the history of fucking coaching. I mean, you can say he's the winningest coach in Notre Dame, but how many national I mean, they made to 2 national championships and got blown out of both.
But they're not going to win anymore anytime soon.
I've always thought
Notre
he was
Dame's
overrated.
Done.
Lou Holtz is
in
way
this
better
new
coach
setup.
than Brian
They're not going to be competitive.
The only way Notre Dame wouldn't be done is if they joined the Big Ten.
Yeah.
If they joined the Big Ten, but now you're playing Ohio State, Michigan every fucking. I mean,
they play most of those teams at least one of them every year, anyways.
Right. You know,
yeah, but it's a lot harder when you got to go through the gauntlet.
Yeah, but they're going to put them in the weaker side with Iowa and Northwestern and all Wisconsin, and that's a whole lot easier to get through. You just only play one game against Ohio State and Michigan.
But hold on, they didn't look that bad against Ohio State.
Yeah, but
the first half when Ohio State adjusted defensively, Notre Dame had no answer. 72 yards of total offense in the second half.
Hold on, Tommy Denton or whoever calls their fucking plays was the worst. They didn't run when you got an pursuing aggressive defense. It's fucking screen 101, and they never ran one screen ever to keep the defense in check. It was a horribly called game. Notre Dame could have been a little bit more competitive.
They could have been closer in the second half. But Ohio State did adjust it, and they shut them down.
But Bubba's
Ohio
right.
State looks way better.
That's how you slow that down. If they're just pinning their ears back and coming at the quarterback, you just let them do that and then dump it over to the running back.
Right.
And then they gotta kind of slow down a little bit.
You know,
I'm trying to get my good side.
I wouldn't call him overrated. You know,
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, I mean, he really.
Hold on.
He cut his teeth, man.
Fuck you.
Hold on.
Before he coached Grand Valley State,
right.
He coached girls softball for fucking 8 years.
Oh, hold on, Bubba. You forgot Assumption. He coached at Assumption College.
Yeah. Then he went to Grand Valley State. Don't bust me the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then he
cut his teeth and he served his time there.
And he went to Cincinnati Cincinnati.
to 03.
Then he went to
Then he went to
Cincinnati.
Central
Well,
Michigan.
technically,
Then he
was
went to
at
Central
Grand Valley
Michigan,
in
and then
87.
and then he went to fucking Cincinnati.
And then he was undefeated at Cincinnati, and
12-0.
everybody's like, "Oh my God,
But
they're so
when they
rugged."
played
And Florida
nobody, they-
blasted them right out of the sea in the bowl game, 38
Did they?
Well,
Oh yeah, they blasted them. I
Cincinnati was
forget
in-
what year it was, but they were undefeated, and
Well,
everybody's
no,
like,
he left though. He wasn't their coach for
Yeah, he wasn't
the
their coach.
game.
Oh, for that
had,
one he
he had
wasn't?
left
Oh.
because he had gotten the job with Notre Dame.
Yeah, he
He
left.
left
Well, he
early.
never-
"Well,
I
it's
mean,
still his
people in-
team."
He was in the,
but he didn't coach him that game.
but the Cincinnati at that time was in the Big
I'm sure they
East.
didn't go to a whole different playbook and everything for that one game, but I see what you're
I
saying.
mean, it's it could make a difference. They probably were going to get blown out, but I mean, the guy he ends his tenure at Notre Dame 10-3, 12-1, 11-2, 10-2, 11-1, and
Listen, Notre Dame is only happy with national championships. That's it.
Well, then they're going to be unhappy for a very long time.
No, I take that. This new guy, first of all, is fucking the man. I mean, this new guy, Brian Kelly would have gotten beat 42-10 at Ohio State because the players didn't like. Fuck, he's not doing shit at LSU.
You know, the problem though with Brian Kelly left for is because the Neal. He can get more money at LSU and all that kind of stuff than he can at Notre Dame. He said.
well, he
The
stole
whole
money
name
from
and
LSU.
likeness.
I've always thought he was
And
overrated.
the thing about
That's
it,
my
and
opinion on
the
it.
other thing is Notre Dame doesn't have the facilities. Now, they did have the cutting-edge facilities 10 years ago, but they've not revamped it. And nowadays in college athletics, it's all about the facilities. I mean, it's all about the weight room. It's about the nutrition room. It's about the student housing. It's about the cold dip, the hot dip, the fucking, the
Have
dick,
you
the
guys
dick
seen
dip.
Florida's new
Yeah.
facility? Oh my God!
Where each player
It
has
is-
its own little fucking screen above it with a little recliner
It
and
is,
everything.
it's
I wouldn't
like-
even. I would just stay there and
Yeah.
play fucking Atari all day.
Well, that's where all the
Atari.
SEC schools are building those. Alabama has it, Georgia has it, Ole
Yeah.
Miss has it. Every SEC school is getting those now. So
well, and here's the deal, man. Because I mean, you got these Power Five schools that now are $100 million a year businesses. I mean, that's what I think Alabama or maybe Georgia last year made $156 million.
It was Georgia.
The football program. So that 156 million funds girls softball, sports that don't make any money,
Right.
Sports that have travel fees, sports that have this and that. So, in order to get that type of money for your school to generate that ton of money, they have to have a world-class program. In order to have a world-class program, you have to have world-class recruits. And now, in order to have world-class recruits, it's not about what your record is, it's about your facility.
Yep.
These guys want to be comfortable. They want to be babied. A lot of these facilities have their own barbers, their own dry cleaning, their own when I went to Notre Dame 10 years ago, I did a tour of the facility, and it was just after Charlie Weiss had gotten fired. It was in between that year. And they had just built this state-of-the-art facility. And my buddy that gave me the tour, this was during the summertime, so the kids weren't there. And each player has their own refrigerator. And they had their own refrigerator. So when they would go, they had to report twice a day. And they would have a nutritional shake that was made specifically for them based on their blood and all the analytics they had done, where one guy needed more of this, one guy needed, and your shake was pre-made in your little locker. I mean, that was 10 years ago. And then I think Louisville, or I think it was University of Louisville, they had built these unbelievable condos for the basketball team, because that's the big sling and D sport in Louisville. And they had gotten in trouble because they had made these things so outrageous and so over the top that the regular students were bitching. So they made this rule, the NCAA made the rule that 49% of the occupancy of these condos had to be regular students that entered in through a lottery. So the entire basketball team, but they had to build a whole nother set of these in order to get the numbers to work out. So that 49%. So if you're an average student, you entered into this lottery and you had an opportunity to stay in these facilities with the basketball team.
Is that what they had at Indiana State?
Oh, Indiana State, we didn't have fucking air conditioning. We didn't even have fucking air conditioning. Hey, you know what, Indiana? I got a trivia question for you. Before I walked on at Indiana State, I think it was the year before, they had come down to Florida. and gave Florida Indiana State heyday was like 82 to 86. And if you look at maybe 1980,
it was 84, 83.
80,
yeah.
So that's Emmett. That's Emmett days.
83, and I think Indiana State got beat like.
I think that was by 6 or 7.
They were in the game,
yeah,
and all through campus when I walked in, they were like, "Man, we went down to fucking
83.
Florida."
They lost 17 to 13.
Yeah.
Wow. I think Emmett
and
was
then
there
88,
too. Was
they
there a
put a
box score?
58
Pretty
nothing
sure
on them.
No, but in 83, which is a year before I got there, they were still coming off the fact that they and do you have the box score? Was Indiana State ever ahead in that game?
Wild.
And was that with Emmett, 83?
No, because Emmett was drafted in 88, 89, I believe, or 90, I think it was.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
pre-Emmett.
okay, yeah, it was.
I think this is
Emmett
when
I've got the box score.
Emmett left early because of Steve Spurrier.
Give me the box score right now. This is 1983, Indiana
Oh,
State.
it says it's a box score, but it just has the actual game.
Damn it.
That's how far long ago it was.
Yeah, it's
Does it even have video of the game?
Video?
But
there's no video.
with those facilities, that all ties into recruiting, too. If you're a kid, 17, 18, you don't think that's going to matter?
Well, that and I just spoke to him last week, Dion. And so Dion I spoke to him. Someone have him on the show here soon. And I'm like, Dion, man, you're fucking recruiting. He goes, Sponge, I walk into a living room and I get a hold of the mom and dad and I tell them, little Jerome might want to go to play for Nick Saban, but Jerome's going to be Jerome ain't going to get no playing time until he's at least a junior. You can step him right into Jackson State and start tomorrow. Secondly, Nick Saban ain't got him a gold jacket. Nick Saban ain't got a Aflac commercial. Oh, look at that Subway spot. That's me right there. And with the NIL.
Nick Saban actually has an Aflac commercial.
They're in it together. They're in it together.
No, Nick Saban and Dion are in the same
okay.
Aflac.
Yeah, they're in the same one.
Yeah, and
he had a separate one.
They got
a
a same one now.
And a goat is in it.
And Dion he's gonna stay at Jackson State probably enough to see his son Shador go through, and then he's out, and he'll be able to pick any school he wants.
He's done a great job.
Because the NIL is now the Wild West. And did you know that every Jackson State starter has some type of NIL?
I do.
Some type of NIL.
Oh, they're all doing it now. They're doing them through these things called cooperatives, too, where all this money gets funneled into it, and then the cooperative distributes it.
Yeah, USF has one. It's
Fowler Avenue Cooperative.
Yeah, fucking let's talk about the University of South Florida.
Oh,
really,
boy.
me and Coco could go and fucking coach that team better. Throw Hatley in there, because he'll tell you he's the best, and
Yeah, I mean, they did not look good against BYU.
First of all, the first thing they need to do is they need to build about a 12 to 15,000
that's in the works
seat facility
they
on campus.
35,000.
That's too much.
No. 12,000. They've never drawn less than 12,000
all right, so
for a game.
make it 25.
No, 35 is
What's
the right.
the place
35 is the right number because you're going to get more students. They've got 7,000 students on campus now.
What's UCF?
They're
UCF's
like
like
40,000.
No, they just expanded it to I think 55.
I don't think they're that big yet.
You don't want to fucking Tampa Bay raise yourself and have a 36,000 seat facility and get 8,900.
Well, that's what they're dealing with now. They're 45,000.
How many did they have this Saturday? What was the attendance this Saturday?
Actually, BYU was actually pretty good. I believe it was in the 20s.
All right, so again, 25, 30,000. Don't go 45,000.
No, 35,000 is what they're going to go with.
Because I think if they do make a comeback, I mean, they just built a brand new.
They make a comeback.
Well,
31,000.
They haven't been good since they fucked Levitt.
So the announced attendance was 31,521 for BYU.
35,000.
A lot of free tickets.
And that's a shitty team that
hold
USF's
on. I
putting out
talked to
there.
Dion personally, and did you know Dion was in the running for the USF job?
I did not.
Was he interested at all, though?
Yeah. Well, that's far sexier than Jackson State.
Yeah. And Florida.
Well, then that's a huge mistake.
I mean, and they hired who? Who's
Coach Scott from
Jeff
Clemson?
Scott from Clemson.
All right, the offensive coordinator from
Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he hasn't done shit,
He
though.
hasn't done shit. Skip Holtz didn't do shit.
He's 3-19.
Ty Willingham didn't do shit. Was Ty here?
Now I'm
hold on.
I'm going to give
Charlie
Jeff.
Strong. Charlie Strong had a good year with Quentin Flowers.
Well, he inherited a good year. I would have won with Quentin Flowers, just letting the kid go out there and play playground ball.
Didn't the guy from Florida State that got this over
Willie Taggart?
He did pretty good here too, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, Taggart did pretty good.
He did. He started out really rough, and then
that's because of Skip.
Well, partially.
Yeah.
Also because he wanted to try to run a Stanford Power Eye offense at fucking University of South Florida, where we don't have the offensive lineman depth that they do out at these more intellectual schools.
But he learned and he switched it up.
He learned. He had the players come to him and say, "Coach, you've got to let Quentin open up the playbook." They were 1-3 heading into the game against was it Syracuse. In his second year, they were struggling. They were floundering. They said, you got to let him open it up, and Quentin just went off. I think they ended that year 8-4.
Do you remember though when Jim fucking Levitz had where they were number 2?
I remember. I was at attended every single game that season, including the road games. I flew.
Real.
I was at every single game, and there's one call that changed the entire dynamics of the season.
What, UConn?
No,
Rutgers?
Pull up the Rutgers illegal forward. I've never seen this called in college football in my life before or since. The USF blocks a field goal. They're already up, I think, 7 or 10 points at this point.
I think they're up 7.
They block a field goal. They go to scoop it up. The guy can't grab it. The ball flings forward. The next guy goes
like a Dave Casper kind of deal.
You can see it in slow motion. He's not throwing the ball.
Right, he's just trying to get it.
He's trying to get it and pick it up and runs. I think it was Mike Jenkins actually.
Yeah, it was they called the forward
illegal forward propulsion. And so
like the fumble Ruski?
Kind of, but so then the next guy goes to pick it up. His arm gets chopped. And the ball goes flying. No, just the guy chops.
I'd like to see that.
The guy chops his arm as he's trying to scoop it, and the ball goes flying up in the air. Then another player picks it up, scores a touchdown. They throw a flag, and they say it was illegal forward propulsion because USF never possessed the ball. It was a live ball penalty. Gave it back to Rutgers. First down. Yep. Rutgers ended up scoring a touchdown. And then USF season went off the cliff there. They were number 2 in the BCS at that time.
I know. Behind, I think
Ohio State was number 1.
State,
I remember. I mean, I can tell you everything about that season.
Now, what was their schedule? Now, what was their schedule from that point forward?
It was Ohio State was number 1. USF was number 2.
Number 2. That was late in the season.
UConn.
How many games did they have left?
They lost to Rutgers.
They ended up losing
UConn.
2 games.
UConn.
They ended up
should have beat Rutgers.
So 2 more games. They lost to Rutgers. They lost to, and then they got absolutely annihilated in the bowl game to Oregon.
Yeah, but UConn
maybe
was
that
the
really
team.
shows you where the program
was.
was.
That team was not ready to play. Those guys were. I was hanging out with them every fucking day. Those guys
drunk.
were. Yeah, we were all getting
they had
drunk.
given up on the season.
We were
at that
all
point.
getting up. I was taking George Selvey and I were going to Peabody, sneaking in, and he was a freshman, and we were getting hammered on like a Thursday night, Friday before a Saturday game.
But do you think that USF will ever be in the Florida State? Gators, Miami. If you look at the top,
No, not athletically. Academically, they are about to pass Florida State.
No one cares about
academically.
It is a university.
Nobody knows what type of grades Emmitt Smith had. Who gives a fuck?
Emmitt Smith. Are you a fan of Florida because they have good academics?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I could give a fuck.
How'd you guess?
Coco can't spell academics, let alone fucking, let alone know what the fuck he cares about. You think anybody knows what fucking Emmitt Smith's GPA was? No, fuck no.
Not even the teachers.
Yeah, so I flew up.
If I'm the coach, I'm like saying, listen, you motherfuckers, I don't just barely get by.
That's what Jim Leavitt did.
I was in Piscataway for that game. The refs didn't even throw a flag on the play. Greg Schiano sprints down the sideline and has that motherfucker has a 5-minute conversation with the referees, and then they throw a penalty and call the penalty after the fact. First of all, it should have never happened.
Schiano reminded him how many mob members were there.
Exactly.
It was. I think. Was it in the third quarter? No, it was. It was before this.
Yeah,
it was before this because USF I think was up like 17-10 at the time.
Oh, there we go.
So you got to go back a little further.
I liked Leavitt, man.
There it is. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, back that up. Back it up.
Lummy's horrible on the fucking.
Okay, he's good now.
I'm trying to find
he's
something
good
from
now.
2007.
So look,
Lummy.
look at my memory. 17 to 10. There's the block.
Lummy.
Okay.
Yes.
Maximize the screen, you stupid fucker.
I'm making sure that it is.
Maximize it up. There we go. It's just like we're at fucking Coco's, main ranch. Here
So
we go.
here's Jenkins trying to pick it up.
NFL draft pick. From
Go
the
back.
Cowboys.
Go back to the actual block. All right, here we
Well,
go.
no, you really
Here
see
we
it
go.
all
All right, boom.
On the replay.
in the
but-
replay.
All right, okay, boom. We get it. Fumble it. Tries to get it again. Fumbles it. Picks it up, and this guy's going to show
So now
Rutgers
this would have
the
made
good
it
news.
24 to 10 going into almost halftime. This is
Right.
game's over at this point.
Shiano's reminded him that the fucking
Watch
Gambinos
this, though.
are
Watch
here.
this. They called that an illegal forward propulsion.
How?
I don't know.
He just got the ball knocked loose.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he was trying to grab it with his right hand.
My other question is, if it was a blocked field goal, then why wouldn't USF get the ball?
Because there was a penalty, and USF they claim that USF never possessed the ball.
But it's a blocked field goal.
I know.
So
None of it
you
made
lose- it should
sense.
be
He threw
turnover
the
anyway.
ball.
The only way they would get the ball if it was third down, not fourth, and they had actually recovered the ball.
Right.
That would be the only way. I think you can retain the ball.
So maybe
on a block.
I'm Mr. Maybe Rutgers ended up like USF did get the ball, but it was way the fuck back.
Now they could
No,
say that
it was from the spot of the ball where he picked it up.
that guy right there had possession of the football.
Why don't you turn the volume
So-
up, Lummy, so we can see what this ass bucket's saying here?
I didn't know we were going to play it. Sorry.
All right. Well, I told you I should have.
Oh no, Bubba, because I was just trying not to get the copyright. So they USF did get the ball, but they got it back.
I just want to hear what the referee says, Lummy. Can you go back to where
He's going to it.
They can rule that. That was
all right, Lummy.
It was intended. Marking of the ball is very tricky.
Video overturns the call on the field.
You can't do that.
That's terrible.
First of all, you cannot. You go to even at this time. You couldn't go to an official review to determine a penalty because it wasn't a pass. They're not saying like they reviewed it like, oh, was it a forward pass? Which it clearly wasn't. Like that's not a passing play. The ball's already past the line of scrimmage.
But
it's ridiculous.
All four of us. Let's put our heads together. Isn't it the only way that the kicking team can be in possession of the ball upon a field goal try is if the field goal try on a blocked one was anything less than fourth down. If a lot of times teams will try to kick it on a first down or a second down.
The guy will cover it up if it's a bad snap or something.
And
No,
so,
you're right.
So even on a block, if the opposing team, if the kicking team, let's say it's third down, and boom, I kick, Gators kick the ball, fucking Utah blocks it.
The Gators can pick it up and try for a first down.
No, but let's say that they don't even fucking pick it up, but through the scrum they get the ball. It's their ball now, and it's fourth down wherever that ball is, right?
Right. As long as it's behind the line of scrimmage. There's a few.
Is there a line of scrimmage rule?
Yeah, if it's blocked and it goes past the line of scrimmage, I think that possession changes at that point, right? Because now you're talking about a situation.
I thought it was a dead ball unless the other team tries to pick it up.
Coco is right. It's a dead ball. So when you touch it, the ball's down. You want to go over and touch it.
So now hold on. So let's say that Gators line up against the Utes.
Right.
It's third down. It's third down. It's on the 20. Makes it a 37-yard field goal.
Right.
Okay. The ball, the line of scrimmage is the 20. The Gators kick it. It gets blocked. The ball is fucking all around the place. It's third down. Next thing you know, the Gator center guy gets it. He lays on top of it. At that point, isn't it still the Gators' ball?
Only if it didn't go past the line of scrimmage.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's blocked behind the line, it's a live ball. The second it crosses the line, it's a dead ball.
So like the Florida State block on LSU, that was blocked at the kicker. That ball actually hit the goalpost.
Yes. It's a dead ball.
So if it gets blocked and never goes past the line of scrimmage, it's a live ball. Whoever recovers it, including the offensive kicking team.
Right.
If they were to recover it, it's their ball at the point of recovery.
Yep.
If it goes past the line of scrimmage, it's a dead ball. It's going to be the defensive ball no matter what.
Yeah, but no one really kicks on third down. I mean, unless it's the end of the
Well, no,
quarter
you have
half.
seen situations at the end of the game where there's
they do that
15
for
seconds.
that reason.
Or let's say it's overtime of a college football game, right, Lummy? And it's third down, and you've already stopped them on defense. All you need is a field goal to win.
No, I know that. I'm just
okay,
saying,
well,
like,
in that scenario, you would go out on third down, and if they botch the snap or whatever, the holder falls on the ball,
Okay.
Right.
and you get another try.
If Bubba Clem short-armed it back there, and fucking and Chris Stein couldn't fucking get the down, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a scenario. That's the one scenario where that would happen.
That's what I was saying, Brian. It doesn't happen that
What
often.
team? I watched a game this weekend. What guy? There was one team that kept over snapping.
Well, USF.
Well, USF did it once.
Yeah.
No, I think it was.
And there's also a Division I boys school, I believe.
I think it was Jackson State. I don't know.
Well, they ended up.
No,
What, they win
it
that
was-
one
No, it was
59-3?
Indiana State.
Yeah,
It was Indiana State versus Northern Alabama. I watched Indiana State versus Northern Alabama. Indiana State won in overtime.
They did.
And did you watch it?
No.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, they won, huh? So
yeah,
that's
they
good.
did. But they looked like some straight ass buckets.
Could you have played?
No, fuck no. The Indiana State defensive linemen are fucking. These kids are huge.
I know.
Let me tell you something. I watch
So much
Warsaw
bigger.
High School football every Friday night. I stream it, and Warsaw, by the way, is 3-0 right now, and they have 3 plays: the 22 dive, the 31 dive, and the fucking quarterback option.
And nobody can stop
They
it.
pitch. They throw the ball one time a game.
Wow,
That's it.
imagine being that quarterback.
They're averaging about 410 yards on the ground, and they are just
Nobody's adjusting to that.
nobody can stop them.
No, except the
Nobody
Wing-
can stop
and
them
that does two
and
things.
they're not that big. They're fast as
I
fuck.
was gonna say,
And
their
their linemen get in 4-point stances and blow. I mean,
And they just,
and
their job is just to take out the legs of the guys
they got
on the
this
front
quarterback
line.
man, and
Yeah.
he's either going to run it or he's going to pitch it. But when he runs it, he's like that 15. He's like AR-15. I think they're 10th in the state right now. They're 3-0, and I'm going up there. Listen to this. So I'm going up there in October, and Coach knows I'm coming. And I was thinking about, just as a viral sensation, lining up as a tackle and seeing if I could block their edge rusher. You know how I'll line up here and they'll put a dummy back there. They'll put Coco right there.
Yeah.
I gotta try to ride you out.
But Bubba, I mean, you're way bigger than their linemen. Their linemen
Yeah,
are
but they're
small.
so fast,
they're
so much faster than him.
I'm afraid that when I
Bubba's
get up
problem-
my step, they're gonna be.
Yeah, Bubba's problem is he's either going to have to false start or hope that he times it absolutely
the only
perfectly.
chance I would have if we went straight up, if I went straight up on a guy, I might be able to.
Yeah, but if he's coming around you with a
or
swim
just
move,
take your
there's
right
just
leg
no
and
way.
go back. I'll go backwards with it right off the get. So
I mean,
you kind of turning already.
So
just go pass block.
the coach might let it happen.
Oh, that's awesome.
But Larry Plummer's going to video, and I'm like, listen, if I do well, then it's nearly 60-year-old guy does good. If I get smoked, then it's fucking young kid smokes grandpa. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with it, right?
No, it'll be good either
there's
way.
young kids getting smoked out there by that same guy.
Yeah,
too,
but I don't think the kid that if I do happen to get one on this kid.
When you fall over backwards though, and he teabags you afterwards, what are you going to do
He's
to
down
him?
there.
What are you going to do to him when you fall back like a turtle and he just freaking
fucking
sits
starts-
on your face?
He starts fucking.
Damn.
Bubba, you just got to keep your core down. I mean, you got good base. You can just go on a pass.
He's
You
all
know the
he's
game,
all
too.
base.
Like, I think you
He's
do
no
better
trouble.
than you think.
I'm all base.
No
trouble.
Base. I'm talking about base.
I'm telling you, man. I'm squatty enough that if I can just engage.
I wouldn't even engage with them because they're gonna try to do a swim.
Lummy,
move on
come
you.
out here once.
Your
Uh-oh.
job.
Come out here once.
Your first.
Lummy's
Because
gotta come out of
you're gonna be
retirement.
the size of the guy.
Yeah, Lummy's a big
Yeah,
boy.
he's a big boy. So hold on here. Now, Lummy, don't fucking fish out because it's. So you're gonna stand. Yeah.
This is awesome.
So
Brian, you're next.
okay.
Next, you're next, Johnson.
Yeah.
So if I'm here, no, you're coming here. Oh, okay. So you're gonna be probably.
They sit on they're in a 2 point.
No, they're in a 3-point stance.
Not the ends.
Okay.
No, the end is
They
either
can
going to
be,
be.
I'm gonna be.
Sometimes they stand up, sometimes they
here. I'm gonna
don't.
be here, and they go, "Hut." I gotta. Yeah, I'm probably done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lummy.
The problem for you is leverage. So once you get your arms outside of center, you're going to lose your balance.
You got to get under his chest, yeah.
I gotta come in.
Stay low and get under his chest.
We're going slow motion. Hut. I gotta come in. But see, I can't overextend.
No, keep him closer. Hey, try to get under his
I
chest.
If he set up like this, would they let me set up like this.
Yeah.
It would be right here.
No, but Warsaw, they make their guys go
Four?
down on all fours.
Really? On the offensive line?
Yes.
They're small. They're trying to go low.
Bro, that's kind of.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
Coach,
they're
I gotta
winning
go
leverage.
script on this deal. And I'll be like Big Larry Allen from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Here, if I was like this, slow motion, hut. I got it.
Yeah, but I think what could really happen here, though, is if they're not going to have anybody that big, but if they have somebody near that size, he's going to go right through you. I mean, if he went right at you,
I'm ready to give Lummy some pads and give him suited
Lummy
up.
could go right through
I'm
you.
just ready to get some reps in.
Lummy could go through you like Taco Bell.
So you be in your pass stance.
Yeah.
And then you stay low.
Yeah,
chop.
that's the move. Chop steps.
You stay on your toes.
All right, so hold on.
And
Yeah.
slide.
Lummy's got it.
So we'll go.
So you're lifting.
There you go.
And
Realistically, when you lift, that's when you can chuck up.
but you're getting your arms out too far.
Yeah.
You need to keep them in.
See, this foot always stays down.
His
I'm
base
here.
isn't too bad, though. Uh-oh.
If I'm here. Let's hear going. That's a big motherfucker right
Yeah, he's a monster.
You drag, you know what I'm saying?
He's
So your base is here, and you chop back with this. You always have your
Yeah, the problem with that move, though, is if he gets you to lean a little to the right, he's going around you on your left.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got
he's
this
going.
kid for
If he,
Warsaw.
yeah,
They got this kid for Warsaw, number 99. He's the baddest motherfucker ever to live.
Why don't you go to Oklahoma with them?
My only chance would
Oklahoma drills.
They can't
60-year-old man
even
gets
do those
concussed.
anymore, I don't think.
I get.
Which is sad. I
I'd
used to
probably
love
be
them.
paralyzed. I'd probably be like Christopher Reeve.
You
be
would
all
survive
shadowed
it,
up.
but the next day you wouldn't be moving much.
Well, I mean, I wonder if I could go to like Northeast or something and get in a few reps.
What about the storm
gotta
tryout,
call Gruden
Bubba?
and get it.
Wear that helmet. Wear that same helmet.
I got it.
know.
I got it right outside.
Does
love
it
it.
fit you?
Yes. Warsaw. Hold on.
That was the best.
Warsaw High School.
Roster. You were looking up number.
Yeah,
99.
my alma mater's not that good anymore.
They're not?
No.
They suck.
They were good when I was there, but they're shaky now.
Private schools take you over now.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, IMG's practically.
Which is weird because. Sorry, Bubba, go ahead.
No, IMG.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah, Jesuit.
When Coco was there, private schools were shit.
Yeah, they were 1A and we were 5A.
Yeah,
like
I know.
they,
Yeah, because
a lot of it
they
was,
didn't recruit. It was all rich white kids, soft white kids
yeah.
there.
And when you don't have, I mean, they're 1A because they don't have as many students. So if you
Well, now
I mean,
they're 2, 3, 4A.
right. If it's a numbers game and you don't have as many students, obviously you're not going to be able to pluck as many athletes than you are with somebody that has.
And there's a lot more private schools now around the county.
Yes. Yeah. But like Brian said, and I'll be honest with you, it's happening at public schools too. There's a lot of recruiting going on.
Yeah, they're
so-
moving around, doing school choice and all
Yes.
of that to be
Yeah.
with the coach they want and the program they want.
Yeah, it's kind of hurting the high school game a little bit, to be honest with you.
Isn't
But that's cool. Warsaw's 3-0. Have they been pretty steadily good, Bubba, since you've been gone?
they got this new guy. His name's Bart Curtis, and he's like the number 11th winning high school football coach in Indiana history. And they plucked him away from Mishawaka 4 years ago, and they've gone like 9-2, 10-1, 10-1. Like they are fucking.
Yep.
Sounds like Brian Kelly's numbers.
And it's
Nice,
hold on,
Mixon.
and it's no nonsense, smash mouth, fucking
That's
straight ahead. You know, I'm gonna knock your fucking block off. We're gonna control the line of scrimmage.
I love
We're
it.
not big. We're 6'2", 225. They were playing this team 2 weeks ago, Chesterton, and these guys look fucking. We killed them. We absolutely killed them.
That's the name of the game, though. My dad used to tell me when I play, he said, hit somebody every play. Don't be malicious and do something dirty.
No, Gary told you to do something dirty. I know.
No, he did.
Gary told you to fucking.
But he said just.
Gary told you, don't you dare come back a fucking loser.
If you don't get three, I will
smash you down to fucking
if you don't
zero.
get three
part of it's
personal
true.
fouls this
Right.
game.
If there's not a big girl in the stands saying you can't survive 55, then no way.
Yeah, all that's true. All that is true.
Bubba, what was the guy?
Number 99, he said.
Oh, he's not on here.
Oh, here we go.
He must be
That's
getting
how good
recruited.
he is. He's off max
Lummy,
prep.
how do I send you a link?
What link are you on?
I'm on. They got a little preview of Warsaw High School football here. How do I send this to you?
It should be in the messenger.
Let me see.
With on us.
Copy, and then where's the messenger at, buddy? I don't usually work this end of the deal.
It's a little 2 dots. It's probably on the outside. I don't know on his computer.
That's the messenger, right?
Yeah, it's Trillion.
Yeah, it's Trillion.
And go to BRN Studio.
All right.
And then paste.
Lummy, did you try out at USF? I thought I heard something like you.
I was
back
on the
in the
roster.
day.
I was on the roster for.
Were you?
That and
Lummy.
I've looked everywhere for his name on a roster. I have not
sent
found
it to you,
proof
Brian.
of it.
It's on the
Let's not worry
NCAA.
about this. Turn the volume up on this.
I've sent it to you.
Turn the volume up on this and do full screen. Do full screen. Turn it all the way up.
Let me play for Schnellenberger.
Now, hold on. Let me go like halfway. Go like halfway.
FAU.
Turn it all the way up.
Back-to-back losses to Concord in the regular season
All right, hold on here.
finale, and then Carroll in the sectional semi.
All right, hold on. That's not.
Gonna have to replace
Is that a high school field?
Yes. That's,
Jesus.
no, hold on. Warsaw has full-blown AstroTurf.
I was going to say that's
All
way
right, hold
nicer
on
than
now.
we played
Is this
on.
Warsaw?
Now, hold on. This is not Warsaw. This is a different school. Can you turn the volume up
It's
a
all.
little bit?
I'm potted all the
All
way
right,
up.
here is
He's
this.
black and
All
orange.
right, right here. Boom.
Right,
Hit
Bubba?
that. That's Warsaw's coach.
Right here?
Now watch. They're gonna hit play.
He looks intense.
That's Macho
Yeah,
Man.
Watch it. This is Warsaw. This is how they play fucking football. Hold
I
on.
love it.
Watch. Hold on.
But the bottom line is we're sitting at 7-1 and ended up 7-3 and got outscored 48-0 the last 5 quarters of football.
We're all hungry. Since we started our summer practices, we've all been talking about, let's get it. We all got this. We're all going to work together.
My expectation is
Look,
that
this is how it is. Blow people off the fucking ball, and then they give people the good news.
And get them in space.
That's Warsaw's facility right there.
That's nice. Way nicer than what we had.
It's all AstroTurf. Look.
We had last year.
I'm trying to find some other shit for you.
I think that
You can pull that off.
these kids.
Those unis are way nicer than what you were wearing, I'm sure.
Oh
back
yeah,
in the
fuck,
day.
mine barely fit.
Half shirt, half jersey. Remember those?
Oh yeah, and my gut was hanging out
Netted
because I
half
wasn't Brian Bosworth who looked good in it.
Oh, Coco, did you cut yours too and like seam it up?
Yeah.
Did you have a mullet
me too.
though
All that,
with the Bosworth glasses?
No, I didn't.
I used to try to keep it tight to my shoulder pads too, so the offensive lineman couldn't grab.
Yeah, you
grab
gotta,
them.
like,
You
bring
had a
it in?
neck roll, didn't you, Coco?
No, I
You
didn't.
had a
I
double
did.
neck.
I had
We had
cowboy-
some guys had double neck
No,
rolls.
I didn't go double,
I had a.
but I did have one.
Remember
Yeah.
the cowboy
Fucking
collar?
neck roll.
I had a cowboy collar, so it stuck straight up. Made it tight.
Oh, you had
Made
one of
it-
those, yeah.
Yeah, so the pads were tight, like you're saying. So it tightened all the pads up,
Yeah,
so they couldn't
because
hold on to it.
the lineman will get under there and grab your jersey.
And
You
they-
can't really
yeah.
tell when they're close to you.
High school refs suck too.
Yeah, they do suck.
Bubba, we have a call. Do you want to take it? 732. We have phone lines are blowed up.
Really?
Blowed up. And we have Iggy McGillicuddy, Hall of Famer, 10,000 bits. Coco for Barp. 813.
Hey, I'm at South Tampa. Hey, the reason Warsaw does great is they're like insulated from the crazy, move-in of Hispanic kids who don't play sports.
Except that's not true, right, at all, because their senior fullback that they just interviewed, his name is German
By the way,
Flores.
Warsaw just beat Plymouth this week. They're my arch 70-0.
That's your rival?
His name was
That's our rival. Yeah.
Something.
Jermaine
Hey,
Flores.
Bubby, think about this. I went to Goshen, 63% minority now.
Warsaw racked up 415 yards on offense. The quarterback was 3 for 3 for passing for 58 yards.
Wow, man.
That's pretty good, though.
I mean, that's the name of the game, though. If you can't stop the run, why do anything else?
And
Right.
then when you do those passes, make them pay. That's
Yeah.
what Navy used to do.
Go deep.
Throw when they were decent.
And Air Force.
Air Force and Georgia
Hey,
Tech.
I played Goshen with Rick Meyer.
I
Your
remember
first
that.
pick.
Yeah.
Your first pick.
My first pick. Although Rick Meyer says it didn't happen, I can probably find the film of it.
Tell him the whole story about how you almost got in, Bubba. You fell out.
I got stopped at the 3.
Did he tackle you too? or
No.
you
some
just ran out of steam.
I
Bubba
ran out of steam. And most of my defensive linemen were already past me. I should have just lateraled it to Plummer.
Bubba's the first guy ever to call a timeout mid-play at the 3-yard
I'm
line.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Yeah.
Bubba's the only one that's sitting here that can say he picked off Rick Meyer.
No, I think
That's
a lot of
pretty
human
awesome.
beings can say that.
The only
He
one
was
here.
shitty with the Seahawks.
Oh, he was
shitty
terrible.
with the Bears.
Yeah, he was bad.
I guess somebody asked Rick Meyer about that, and
Yeah.
he completely said didn't happen, and it did.
Yeah, like he fucking remembers all the concussions he had in the NFL.
Right. It was his freshman year. He was a freshman starting as a senior. when I picked him.
That is. I wish you said you have footage of that?
I might be able to find it.
That would be great.
Well, I mean, if we got a ton of calls, take them.
Oh, we just lost 2.
Oh, well, there you have it.
They dropped off right when we got the other one. I'm sorry, Bubba.
It's all right, buddy. I'm just trying to find Warsaw High School. So continue on.
Oh, so
we probably need to talk about
the pro.
We
this guy's been
about
calling.
NFL.
Well, maybe college, Indiana college, high school football is a pretty big topic.
Have we closed out college?
Well, I mean, we didn't talk, but 732 is the one that keeps calling. So 732.
Hey, what's up, Lummy? Pull up the Brian Kelly press conference.
Yeah.
So you guys off.
He obviously they lost. So he has the press conference yesterday. He gets into one of the reporters about showing up late to the press conference, and he said he'll show up on time when they start winning again.
Was it a lady or a guy?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He said, I'll show up on time when you start winning football games.
Maybe if you'll win, I'll be on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a woman that said it.
Yeah, it was a woman, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how you handle that if you're a head coach.
Later, guys.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. We got sidetracked.
Make it big here for Bubba.
Turn the volume up.
What are you doing?
This is the press conference.
This is Kelly.
Yeah. Turn the press
calling out the lady for coming in late, and then she calls him out for losing. Yeah, turn the volume up, buddy.
It's all the way up.
Well, I mean, it can't be all the way up because
it's all the way. It's literally all the way down.
Brian, I'm sorry, I've got 10 bucks.
Lummy. Do you notice how?
Yeah, seamless. But Bubba, we don't get to play videos on this because of copyright stuff.
I know, but I'm just saying it's a lot more harder than people
I'm
think.
glad Brian is back there being Monday
All
Morning
I
Quarterback.
said to you is the volume is down.
Brian, we're playing a video here.
And now we're
all right,
excited about the
all right,
weekend.
go ahead.
So with that, we'll open it up to this late arriving media crowd that must have enjoyed the weekend. That's usually $10 that we put in the kitty. We'll have a big bash at the end of the year at my place. I don't think it has anything to do with winning. I think it has to do with being on time. All right, here we go.
Brian, right here in the middle.
It's pretty awful comment. Just
I mean, seriously, coming off a loss.
He's freaking out right now,
and he's wearing his damn sock off jacket.
I don't know that they're freaking out yet, and I don't think LSU was projected to be.
No,
they're not
a
even
top
ranked,
25 team. I think it's going to give him 2 or 3 years. Let him build his program there. The guy has done it. I mean, you can say what you want about him, but he's been a winner wherever he's gone, and he's taken over programs that weren't great and made them better. So I think 2 losing seasons in like 30 years of coaching, that's not bad.
He's got 3 years.
We'll see.
LSU they're not freaking out because a lot of guys transferred.
Did you hear what Ed Ogeron said about getting fired from LSU?
Yeah.
He goes, they come in and tell me they're going to give me $17.1 million not to coach anymore. I said, okay, when do you want me to leave and through which door?
Yeah, where's the door?
It was a great quote.
It's going to be a whole different game in the SEC though for him. It's not. He's gonna have some battles week in and week out.
Yeah, this isn't. You're not playing Navy and Army and Pitt. And some of the ass buckets that Notre Dame, scheduled. Now, granted, Notre Dame plays USC, and this year was the first year they played Ohio State in a zillion years, and sometimes they play Michigan. But for the most part, their schedule is not nearly as tough as the SEC.
They usually have 3 tough games a year. The SEC, you've got 5 tough games a year. So the
SEC is getting a lot better, though.
Top to bottom.
I was in
I'm
Kentucky.
grateful of my time for LSU. That was my opportunity.
Is that you, Lummy?
Yeah,
coaches
it's Coach
got
Ed.
on a shelf. Some coaches got.
Who's that?
Coach
Ed
Ogeron.
Ogeron. He sounds like the coach
got
from
12, Good.
what is it?
I gotta tell
the
you.
Water Boy.
Yeah.
We had a meeting. They coach. Things are not going well. No shit. Ray Charles can see that, brother.
He's all coked up.
And they were good. And Scott Woodward is a friend of mine today. Really, really, a lot of respect for the way they handled me.
So what's next?
Well, I got to tell you this, though. Say, Coach, you got $17.1 million on your contract. We're going to give it to you. I said, what time you want me to leave and what door you want me out of, brother?
Brian, where's those 3 little buttons for me to send something to Lummy?
It's the 2 buttons.
Where?
You closed it out.
Oh.
Hold on.
Just the Warsaw highlights?
Yeah, well, no, I want to
Coco,
show.
where's your Northeast highlights?
Oh, my God.
I'm sure you got some VHS on that.
I did. I used to, but I let one of my teammates borrow them about.
Oh, or did you burn them out, showing them all the cricks you used to
No,
bang?
no,
Like, here's
no.
my tackle on.
I actually let a teammate borrow them like 15 years ago, and I never saw them again.
Oh, for recruiting?
Yeah.
All right, let me click on the last thing I just sent you on the Trillion. This, the very last thing. This is why Warsaw football is winning. This is what you got to maximize it. Fucking cleans. Boom. That's what makes men right the fuck there.
Clean max.
Yep. That's what our coaches got our boys doing. Boom.
That's all power.
Fuck the bench.
Yeah.
Fuck. Let's
strength.
Let's do straight power cleans.
That's a core body
They're all
workout with
doing
the
it,
legs.
too.
Let's do straight fucking power cleans.
That's not lightweight on there either.
No. We're doing straight boys. We're doing power cleans today. Boom.
It's good form right
Damn,
there.
and he's not even really like. That looks like a damn quarterback.
Yeah, those are big boys right there. That ain't
I
going.
want to see little
that ain't
Bubba
going.
Clem.
That
Little
ain't
Bubba
going.
Clem right there. Little
No.
Bubba Clem.
Fuck. We never. They never
Oh,
made
you
us
never
do
had?
that.
No. Yeah, that's what we used to do too. Power cleans and
We did
deadlifts.
Yeah.
We did real sexy shit like bench presses and curls and
Yeah.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
They used to hand out shirts if you got 275 and 300.
I was the first person in the history of Warsaw to be in the 400-pound club.
That doesn't surprise me.
You're the first player they ever had that weighed 400 pounds?
I knew he was going there. Look at Bubba's ready to crack you.
I got major backup today. Coco would run through a fucking wall for $18 for me. He really would. And a bag of weed.
I'm in.
And if somehow Brian could beat him, I got you, Bubba.
I think I'm going to be honest with you, Lummy. I think I'm going with Coco on the toughness, my friend.
No, but I'm saying if Brian
I've seen
was,
him in action before.
But I'm saying is if Babyface could somehow get off a Coco with
Now, Coco is not the smartest guy. You could distract him and say, "Hey, look over there."
No, those days are over.
Coco,
no more shiny objects, man.
Man, when we used to roll around when we were pimping, I'd roll with like Coco and Emery Hale and all those guys, and I would be the biggest dick ever because I had these fucking goons with me.
Yep.
And that didn't. Coco would be like, "I don't give a fuck. I'll go to jail. Bubba, you bail me out? Yeah. I'll fucking snap that guy to the surface."
Man, those were some good times.
So I mean, let's close out college football in the fact that obviously Alabama. You see anybody tripping up Alabama besides Georgia?
Besides Georgia?
I don't think do they even play?
Yeah, twice potentially.
I know that Florida doesn't play Alabama this year. I mean,
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
But they play Georgia. So
Yeah, that's gonna be a loss. Let's be honest.
I mean, not necessarily.
You never know. It's college football still, and
I know,
you get that early turnover, that pick six, that complete momentum changer, and you just never know.
Listen, I'm a Gator fan, but I'm also a realist, and I'm telling you, Georgia is a well-oiled machine.
They had fucking Utah fucking cleaning the place with them.
They did.
Yeah, and nobody really has been. I mean, Florida went from being unranked to what, 12th?
Yeah, but hold on. The ranking in the preseason is complete bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of fucking Mark Hopkins
until week 4.
I know, but the
agree,
the Ferguson factor.
Richardson?
I mean, yeah, the Richardson factor.
So Florida has a 9.4% chance of beating Georgia.
Georgia and Alabama are on a next level right now.
They really are.
And you know why? It's all recruiting. See, back when Spurrier was coaching,
he could sell them on personality.
We were always top 5 in recruiting. We haven't been top 5 in recruiting
because
in
George Spurrier could walk.
10 years.
Steve Spurrier could walk into any living room in the state of Florida and have at least a 50% chance of getting that kid.
Yep.
Bobby Bowden was your other factor.
Yeah, Bowden. Miami was recruiting
And
heavy back
Eckerson
then.
or
Ohio
whoever
State's always been good at recruiting.
But not, Ohio State and Clemson and even LSU and those, they didn't really have chances with Florida kids back in the day.
No,
if you were a Florida kid, you were going to the U, Gator, or Tallahassee.
Those were
That's
three
it.
of the main ones,
I mean,
for sure.
It was very unheard of for a Florida kid that was a blue chip kid to go out of state. Why would you?
Right.
I mean,
Well, and a lot of kids that play down here, they don't want to play in a cold weather state unless they have to.
How sad is this sport, though, that it's become like we're 1 week into the season and we're all sitting here and there's maybe 3 teams that have a chance to win it all. I mean, what a pathetic sport.
I don't know.
When you have 130 teams and you're sitting here after the first week and you're like, well, it's going to be Alabama, Georgia, or Ohio State. There's no other team that's even remotely good enough to compete.
I think you're wrong.
I think it's the worst. It's the worst college football's ever been right now.
Well, last year there was about 7 teams, in my opinion, that could have won it. Oh, for sure.
No way.
For sure.
Which one's Coco?
I liked, let me think, Georgia, obviously, Alabama, Clemson.
No, Clemson was not good last year.
Clemson was not good.
That quarterback was
the
bad.
Irish was in it,
Texas
right?
A&M.
The Irish, they were terrible.
Who was on the bubble? Who
Texas
barely missed?
Texas A&M.
Jimbo Fisher.
Texas A&M beat Alabama.
Yeah, I don't know if they could have won it, though. Maybe not so many, but I thought there was more than 3.
Man, there's
hold on, though, Brian, but hold on. I mean, just 2 or 3 years ago, it was only 2 teams, Alabama and Clemson.
But you guys
That's
are
it, right? Am I
no,
not right?
I get it, but we're at that point now, like where college football is like, what is the point? If you're a fan,
yeah, but the NIL has changed that, and the NIL has only been around for 2 years. When the NIL has been around, so that these kids that are freshmen under the NIL are now seniors, which would be 3-4 years from now. Watch the Texas A&Ms who
Texas
are
A&M
killing
they lost
the
one
NIL.
game last year and they beat Alabama.
Right.
I mean, they weren't bad.
Watch Michigan. I mean,
watch the guys from Texas. Texas has a lot of money.
Well, no, Texas has a ton of money. Well, they need coaching though. That's the
But I'm
bottom
saying
line.
but
Texas
Texas
defense is never
and watch
that
the
good, though.
Gators.
What are you talking about? Texas A&M lost 1 game last year.
What did they lose, 2 then?
4. They were 8-4. They lost.
They must have lost out to Alabama because I know they were up there. But once again,
they beat Alabama, but they had lost the 2 games before that.
But now
this
they're number
all
5.
stems around, and Nick Saban sees it coming. Nick Saban's freaking out. He cut a promo on Jimbo Fisher. He knows the NIL is going to have some type of bearing on his dominance because it's going to bring teams. It's going to spread the talent out.
Yeah, it's going to bring more parity.
Right now, Nick Saban, up until the NIL came out, was like, listen, you want to be a national champion? You want to go to the pros? You want to be on TV? You're going to go here. Now, this NIL has even the score where you can say, hey, you want an Under Armour deal? Shador Sanders has a full-blown $250,000 a year deal with Cadillac.
No, I get it. I get that that's a game changer, and that some of these kids, a few of these kids are going to get
pick
money.
off the number 1 recruit that was going to
Yes.
that was going to FSU?
Yeah.
The safety.
And they asked Dion, how'd you do it? And he goes, I went into the living room and I asked his mama, do you want him to play 3 years from now or do you want him to play this September?
Yeah. I think he actually plucked 2 or 3.
He did. He plucked out number 5.
He had a really good recruit.
Wait, if he goes to a big school?
I think he had the 5th.
He had the 5th, yep.
The 5th best recruiting class. They're 1AA, aren't they?
I'd want to play for Dion.
They're FCS.
Why wouldn't you?
Hey, listen, I'm going up to Jackson State in late October to to be with Dion. Would you go? Would you want to go?
Hell yeah.
Dion said, Sponge, I'll put you on the blocking sled. That's what he said.
I would love to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just some of the footage and stuff.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
But, I mean, Dion,
just to see him run a practice.
Oh, yeah.
He has his little golf cart. I see he has his souped-up golf cart.
He does. But, Brian, let's say that, 4 years from now, whatever program, Tennessee, Florida State, Florida, Miami, whatever, maybe LSU at this point because fucking Brian Kelly's ran his course, Deion Sanders will be able to pick any school he wants because the biggest knock on him was he's never coached other than high school. And, I think there's universities right now that would take him. I mean, just based on
USF, I think would.
I would think.
USF, Deion was one of 3 candidates, the 3 finalists for USF, and they picked this guy from Clemson based on.
Well, they picked the wrong guy.
Yeah, they sure did.
I mean, hold on. USF, if Deion can get these quality athletes from an HBIC, was it HBUC?
HBCU.
Division I AA. I mean, USF is a Division I, what is it, FBC?
FBS.
They're an FBS school.
Yep.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah. But I think it was what 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Because the administration now is different at USF. When Judy Gunshaft and all that shit show was there, they were all about academics. Now
he
they
also
have
was
this
a
new
top
staff.
3. He was also a top 3 candidate for Florida State, and a couple of these really affluent, white
bigots,
white alumni came in and would be like, he ain't got no experience. Last thing, we're already paying Willie Taggart for another 3 years. We don't need that. Well, not that the Florida State coach can't do it.
Well,
but I mean,
but if he can do it, then USF, I think after this year, will probably look at it because the new president.
I don't think Dion would go to a USF.
I don't. At this point, why would he?
Dion's going to go to a LSU, Florida State, Gators. Maybe Dabo Sweeney runs his course out of Clemson. Maybe. Maybe a South Carolina. Are they? Could Dion build up the game?
South Carolina is just as good as besides the conference. Like they're a smaller SEC school.
I mean, like what's a Tennessee? I mean, I'm thinking about a Power 5 team. I think Dion would want to go to the ACC. I think the ACC is much softer.
He's going to want to go where it's warm, right?
Yeah, he ain't going to go nowhere.
That's what I thought.
I was going to say because North Carolina's going to be looking for a coach.
Man, I hated going to Lambeau. But I was a half a step off up there. He hated going up there.
That game, though, that North Carolina App State game was one of the most fun college football games I've ever watched.
But they're going to be looking for
App State went into the fourth quarter with 21 points.
Oh, I saw
They finished the game with 61 points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What Power
I quit
5,
watching it.
What Power 5 program right now, let's say has like a relatively new coach and they seem like they're ass buckets, a Tennessee. I mean, who's their new guy?
Tennessee's okay.
24th in the nation.
Yeah, they're doing all
right. How about
right.
Missouri? Or
I mean, that's
Missouri.
That's not a spot that you want to be, though.
Right.
Here's the he doesn't want to be in the SEC at one of those like Mississippi State type schools because you're going to get fucking railroaded by the better programs there, especially the SEC West. You can go to the SEC East if Kentucky's playing the best football that they've ever in their history.
Yeah, but
So,
I do think he could go to one of those schools and be an X factor, though.
I think Louisville would be a good spot for him. I think Louisville.
Don't forget Howard Schnuckenberger went up there. Remember him?
That's the field. Their field's Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Out of all the Power 5 where they're at right now, Louisville's been struggling for a few years. They lost 31-7 in their opener to Syracuse. I think Louisville could be a spot for him.
How about Arkansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma?
Arkansas's doing okay.
I could see Arkansas.
They just beat Cincy, and
how
they're in
about
the top
Scott
25.
Frost? Is he going to turn it around?
Well, he could go to Nebraska. No, he's not turning that around. But I don't know if they'd want Dion in Nebraska.
I don't think he'd want to go to Nebraska.
I don't know that he fits.
There ain't no.
Let's just say
desert.
I don't think he fits culturally in Nebraska.
No.
How about SMU?
Louisville or Memphis, I think, would make the most sense.
How about keeping it in Texas? And how about SMU, Baylor?
Well, Baylor's fine; they're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Houston's
fine; they're not going. He's not going anywhere.
SMU.
Texas, the Texas job might open up if Sark can't figure it out there. Steve
Longhorn?
Sarkisian, yeah.
Oh, he'd go down there and fucking kill it.
Well, they're going to lose this week, so I mean that's
they're going to get destroyed
has
this week.
SMU had a program since the Pony Express and the death sentence?
You mean like
decent? Sonny Dykes.
I thought they were decent a couple years ago.
They had Chad Morris, they had Sonny Dykes. They've had a few offensive-minded coaches, but
the guy from Hawaii was
that's where Dion's oldest son went to school. Dion Jr. went to SMU.
Cortland Sutton, the receiver for the Broncos, is from SMU.
No, they've had some good players. They've had some good offensive players. They just haven't been relevant.
I think they went 10-2 a couple years ago.
Yeah, they did have a good year a couple of years ago.
It's going to be interesting how it shakes out. It'll shake out. In 2 years. It'll shake out in 2 years.
Coco.
Coco's a better.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, that's where you start learning the different college football teams is when you're betting on them. SMU, you may be able to get them like plus 7.5 to 10 at a bigger school, and that you watch them, and they're
but they
got to
stop with these rankings till like week 4 or 5.
Did you see where they were going to expand? They're going to expand it to 16 though. Did you guys see that?
12
to 12 to 12.
Oh,
the top 6 conference champions, the highest 6, and then 6 at large.
I love that.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I like it. I'd rather have that than what it is now.
Oh yeah,
so the top 4, the top 4, and the top 4 will get buys, and then the next 8 will play. Get those down to 4, and then those 4 will play the top 4.
We'll seed in. Yeah, and then so you got to win 3 games instead of 2.
Unless you have a,
if you got a bye, if you're a top four
Yeah.
guy, you got to win. You got to win 3 games.
If you're a top four guy, you got to win 3. If you're a bottom 4, you got to win 4.
You got to win 4.
Yeah,
right.
that's tough.
But that really, I mean, there's gonna be a team that's 12th. There's gonna be a Cinderella 12th ranked team that's gonna,
Yeah, there's not, because their first game's going to be on the road. So you got 12 versus 5.
But that's more exciting than just
No,
fucking two games.
I love including more. I just don't think there's going to be a time where maybe a 12 seed, if the 12 seed is a team like a 10-2 Oregon type of team that gets in as a 12 seed, maybe they had
It'd be
some
the same
injuries.
as a wild card team.
That would be a little different. If the 12th team is like the winner of the American Athletic Conference, then it ain't happening.
But Ball State,
the MAC,
but that 12th seed
Akron
could maybe
Zips.
Upset the first team they play.
They might win the
and
first
not
game,
run the gauntlet.
but then they're getting blown out by the number 1 team.
Right, but it still would make it like, oh my God, now the top team's out.
Yeah, no, it'd be like the number 5, and that would be the team like, that's what's the controversy there is that's the team that everybody's like, should they have gotten a bye? Should they have been number 4?
Yeah,
should they got 5, now they got to play, and then they lose.
That still makes it far more exciting than it is now.
More games are better.
Do that and take out playing Piss Bucket U and all those other schools that are, you're winning 63-0.
Yeah.
Like, take a couple of those games out of the schedule.
So let's move it over to pros. It opens up this Thursday.
Yeah.
With Sunday night football. And what is it, Dallas?
Bills and the Rams.
Buffalo Rams.
Dallas
plays
tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, Bills and Rams.
Dallas is playing the Bucs.
Sunday night.
What's today?
Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday?
Yeah, we got Brent show tomorrow.
We do.
Yeah.
Fucking Hatley. Oh, man, Hatley. He's a mess.
Oh, he's full steam ahead, man.
Hatley.
I didn't get a chance to see him this time. I've talked to him.
What the fuck?
I
was going to invite you guys over to watch the Gator game.
Yeah.
And he said you had a girl with big tits, and he was partying all night long.
Yeah.
And that guys quite weren't available.
Yeah, that kind of was the story.
Now tell me about the girl with big tits.
Oh, no. It was just, a little rendezvous.
I mean,
rendezvous with big tits. What's wrong with that?
I mean,
we went from a sports show to Diamond
We want to hear about Coco and
First of all,
we went from a sports show to Diamond Dolls.
Tiggle bitties and sports go hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, Coke. I mean, no names, no mention, but was she a local gal that you had lined up?
Yeah.
Was she the girl that used to carry the "You Can't Survive 55" sign?
No.
Was this like a Tinder hookup?
I didn't say she was
it Tinder? Was it Bumble?
No, none of that.
Was it a strip club poll?
No.
Coco.
Diamond Dolls down
No.
in Clearwater.
Coco.
No.
No names. But like, how did you know this girl?
We're just friends. I mean, we've
Facebook
been
friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook.
Pretty much,
Facebook.
yeah. We didn't go to school or nothing like that.
Right. What's the age difference? You got to get on the hot seat here a little bit there, Coke.
It's like 12 years.
Oh.
Yeah, younger.
She's older than you? She's
younger.
She's got grandkids?
He's after that Social Security check.
He's up there in New York. Remember
I
that
didn't say I was with Grandma Clampett.
So now hold on. So she's 12 years younger.
Yeah.
Right. And you are Facebook friends.
Yeah.
And did you just say, hey, shall we play a game? Like, did you tell her that you're going to be in town?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Right, Boss Hagen.
Yeah, just
And,
I was throwing lures. I just was throwing lures to see what was hitting.
Chumming.
Yeah.
And one hit.
One hit.
Right. And I mean, did you complete the mission?
No.
You didn't fuck?
No.
Well, hold on. I wasn't going to say. I mean, Lummy.
I didn't even know we were. You see what stream it?
I mean,
no.
Nothing.
No.
Not even a fucking header.
No.
Oh, Coke.
Yeah, I got to be honest. No.
What'd you guys do? Just play board games?
What did she borrow?
Well, that wasn't my game.
What you guys play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck's going on here, Harry Potter?
I kicked your ass at Monopoly, though. I'll tell you what.
Did you borrow a cup of sugar? Like, what's going on here, bud?
No, it was.
Was it? I mean, and that's the worst.
It is
because you had your missile all ready to go.
Did you take her out to dinner?
Like you had your stormtrooper.
I beat that thing to smithereens.
Did she get a meal out of you?
No, she didn't.
Was it just
I actually offered, but she.
What'd you guys do? Just
never
hang
do the
out?
movies.
Yeah,
just never
yeah.
do the movies.
I mean,
just straight
it's
to
like
the house.
we never had hooked up before. It wasn't like it was a given.
So did you have her come over to where you're staying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and
we just hung out.
Was it for the game? Did you guys?
Yeah,
watch
we
the
went
game?
to watch the Gator game.
Right. Well, that ended on a good note.
Yeah, it was cool.
Right. So there was no celebration afterwards.
No.
Did she? I mean, were you throwing it out? Have you lost a little of your edge there, kid? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I think she's kind of already involved a little bit, so I think that kind of came.
But she hung out with you on a Saturday night.
Did you know?
I know.
Usually, you know fairly quickly upon entrance of the domicile that she. Did you know pretty quick?
I thought it was going well, and then she kind of made a couple comments like it wasn't happening, and I'm like, oh.
No, she's like, the Gators might have just scored, but you're not going to.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, that's it wasn't quite that. Yeah.
I mean, so like, are you guys sitting like I'm a stickler for details? So are you guys sitting like side by side on the couch watching the game?
No, we went to an establishment. We were at a bar.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
So you guys went.
I mean, I had a good time, but I didn't. I'm
not talking about the wings that you ate. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was hoping
the drinks and the wings were the best part of it.
It was
and the tab was on you, wasn't it?
No, I offered, but no, she offered. She paid half.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she did. She's cool.
That's cool.
We're still cool, but man,
I
it's.
mean, you thought for sure you were going to get
I was hoping
Cheeto fingers.
I was hoping to get nibbling.
So you're at Hooters, the Wing House, fucking Beef O'Brady's,
someplace
just fill
like
in the
that,
Ferg's, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And so, do you guys end up back at your place?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. She stayed and everything.
So
well, she had a little bit. She wasn't like local. I mean, she had a little bit of a drive. So, and she'd been drinking. So,
right. Well, that's the best. That even makes you look worse.
Buddy.
She wasn't hammered or
bed?
nothing.
She sleep bed, couch, where?
No, we had it's two queens, so she slept in one, I slept in the other.
Really, like a couple old people.
Yeah.
So hold on. So you watch the game. She's a little bit hammered.
Not really.
Are you trying any of your old school Northeast moves?
I was rub-a-dub-dubbing it. And then she said, nah.
Are you on the titties at all?
I was trying to get on them, but no.
You think she may have
then
been,
I went right for the gusto.
You think it might have been her time?
I was, back door little Joe.
So hold on.
May have been her time of the month?
No, we're not going to give him that out.
No, I mean.
I'm trying to help the guy out.
No, we're not going to give him that.
Yeah, the mouth doesn't have that time of the month.
He just blew it. He fucking whiffed.
No,
I mean, he was like Dave Kingman. He didn't fucking hit home
sometimes it's 240 average.
Sometimes they end up on Waverly, and sometimes the left fieldman catches, or sometimes they strike out.
Or the
What
catcher
do you
gets
do?
it.
All I did is I started going to Plan B, and that's all. So.
Well, so you're there, and you said you were trying to went for the titties, and then you went right down for the sniz.
Yeah, I gave a couple ass smacks on the way back to the room.
Oh.
Right, and did she say no?
I kept one on there and started rub-a-dub-dubbing.
Right, and then what?
And it was all right for a minute, and then she's like, "Oh no."
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said, she
mentioned some other dude she's seeing in Tampa. So I don't know. I think it was.
Man, and then at that point, man, you're sitting there in the queen bed.
Oh, I was ready to beat that thing to smithereens.
Right, and your shit is stormtrooper all day long.
Yeah, it wasn't a good night for sure. But
no, you couldn't get her out of the house fast enough in the morning, did you? I mean, you didn't offer to take her out to IHOP or nothing.
No, it didn't pan out. That was the initial plan, but I said I was kind of tired and sleepy, so I stayed in bed.
Really?
Oh yeah. I was kind of not happy.
That kind of bums me out, buddy.
I know, but hey, listen,
that's not the Coco that I know.
I'll be all right. You got to get back up and just, off to Plan B.
Yeah, it's not like
you
died.
need to sit down with Hatley. Hatley's got all that. He's got ass bonanza.
I wouldn't have had a problem with that.
Did you hear Hatley? I don't know if I can even talk about it.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, I talked to him the next day.
I talked to him yesterday, and he told me the list of events.
Oh my God, I can only imagine.
Did you hear her?
No, he didn't go into detail, but I know that Friday night when he went downtown for First Friday and the Swinger Convention.
Yeah.
That I don't know what happened after that, so you may know another story than I do.
Well, he tells me that he had his girlfriend come over.
Yeah.
Which isn't to be confused with his hot wife.
Yeah.
And quote unquote, he was physically could not go another minute.
He couldn't?
No,
she broke him.
The whole fucking evening's festivities
were cut short.
Broke Hatley in half,
Yeah, he told me they kept switching. It was a little switcheroo.
It was a whole, 1-2 switcheroo. It was Hatley's a fucking pimp.
I don't know how he keeps up with all that. That's a lot to keep up
And
with.
Caitlin, have you seen her lately? She's lost a little bit of weight,
Yeah.
man, and those jugs.
I saw her, they were on doing some Facebook Live, and she had those things plopping out of the gate.
Oh, yeah, they're big.
They're huge.
They're big. So,
And she goes, I'm wearing a bikini that's way too small, too, so they just were, like, looking extra huge.
Splendid.
Yeah.
Man, I'm disappointed in Coco's story. I was really,
Coco, I was really,
big tits, Saturday night blows off Bubba for the, with the
I
Philly
didn't blow
game.
him off. I didn't know. Hold on. I had these plans already made, and Brent just mentioned it to me.
No,
and I said I already had
Brent's
plans.
the one that did the declination or decline for you, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Because I texted, was the Gator game Saturday night?
Yeah.
Saturday 7.
He was saying we could come by here and watch it, but I was like, I'd already made plans.
So
for her
I
to
said
come down.
Saturday, I'm like, what are you and Coco doing? And he said, well, and this was noon. And he was like, I'm just going to bed right now, and I'm getting up at 6:30 to watch the game. And I don't know about Coco. But he insinuated that you two were together. But little did I know, if I knew you were strikeout little Joe, I would have tried to had you over, over.
Well, shit, I didn't even know till that night. I had this plan since I've been in Maine. It wasn't like I even planned it.
So on Saturday at noon, you still thought you were going to get some pussy that night.
Oh no, that Saturday I had some other plans, but yeah, not with her. But,
hold on now.
Not with another chick.
No, hold on.
What?
But with a female?
No.
Oh.
I've been bouncing around, trying to catch
You
up
have
with-
been bouncing around radio shows,
You know who I'm
titties.
seeing? You know who I'm seeing tonight?
Who?
Craig the Bulldog.
Man, you've got to tell him that I love that guy,
Yep.
that motherfucker. That'll guy whip all of our asses. I'm just telling you right now. I know you think you're all that, but that motherfucker works every day as a grown man.
Yeah,
You
he's still in shape.
Hey, how much longer are you in town for?
I leave tomorrow.
God, you always do this to me.
What do you mean?
You always get in, and I fucking flim-flam around for the next couple days, get some fucking horse and won't give you no pussy, then I get you on your last, 18 hours.
That's what you did last time.
Last time.
Oh, geez, thanks, love.
Last time it was literally, Coco, he's like, oh, no, I'm leaving in like, 8 minutes.
Yeah. Gotta get on the plane. Gotta go.
Well, I'm coming back.
Yeah, when are you coming back?
Well, I'm hoping Christmas. Well, I'm coming home Christmas for sure.
And then you're going to stay for a while.
I'd like to, yeah.
And I think you're going to do some shit for me.
I'd like to do that, yes.
Yeah. Now, you got a place to stay?
I do.
Where, at Gary's place?
No, at Crooked Deck Billy's.
By the way, Brian, there's a guy, real name named Crooked Dick Billy in our world. His name's Crooked Dick Billy.
Oh, Crooked Dick.
Because his dick goes, it's literally, it's.
Oh, he
it
got
kicks
that
to the
broken.
side like his leg was broken.
But he's a badass, too, though.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to mess with him, Brian.
Mm-mm.
No, because that
Who would
hurt.
win in a fight between Crooked Dick Billy and Craig the Bulldog?
Billy would beat him.
No.
Oh, ask Craig. Yeah.
For real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Real. Oh, yeah.
Gotta meet this Crooked Dick
Hey,
guy.
remember some of those basketball? Hey, remember some
That
of
didn't
those?
sound too
Remember
good,
some
Brian.
of those?
That's true. That's true.
Remember some of those basketball games we used to get into on the 8-foot rims?
Oh, yeah.
Now, fuck yeah.
You know what? Those were fun days, though. You used to
we
love
didn't even
playing.
realize how fun those days were.
You just didn't realize that we're going to come to a halt at some
We
point.
didn't realize that we were going to turn 50 at one of these days.
Coco, we could put the rim down to 8 foot again, or if we need to do 7 foot.
Coco
we
would
can do
come
it outside.
through the fucking middle, buddy, and then if he didn't dunk and somebody get him, then he'd fight you.
You let
Back
me
then,
score.
I was
fight.
remember that day I caught it off the rim with the left hand and dunked it, and you looked at me like, whoa.
I said, I think he'll be on my team.
Yeah.
And then I'd just get down, post up, down low, and then give him my little left-handed hook, or I'd feed it over to Coco or to T-Quest, or who else was really good? No, that one guy that you went to Vegas with that stole my watches.
Coughlin.
Whatever happened to him?
I talk to him from time to time. I haven't seen him.
He stole my watches.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
He got you. He said he didn't do it, so I don't know.
Now, what have you ever known me to lie?
No,
I mean, what?
I know. I'm not saying you. He just told me. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So
one time we were getting ready to go out.
That's what every guy who stole something says. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, no shit. I'm on the wrong side of I'm the wrong side of thievery.
How do you
all my
steal your
life.
watches?
So listen to this. We're getting ready to go out one night. This is when I'm laying like 250, looking good as fuck. Got my big boy blue jeans on, and I think me and Coughlin are going to like Dollhouse or something. And I had one of my badass watches. Well, I had a bunch of watches. And he's like, hey, let me wear that. And I just yellow one. It was yellow with fucking diamonds. It was badass. It was probably $2,200. And back then, I didn't give a fuck. Coco, you know how I used to roll back in the day?
Yeah.
And Coughlin was like, man, let me wear one of those. I'm like, okay. Well, then, I didn't really see him again anymore. We didn't really hang out much. And then next thing I know, he moved to Vegas. You guys moved to Vegas, didn't you?
Well, he moved out there before I did, but I did go out there and live with him.
For how long?
5 months.
How did you like it?
I loved it.
Did you see any watches?
I would have stayed, but I got offered a job to make more money to move back. So
move back here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was weird. I increased my salary like $30,000.
What are the whores like in Vegas?
Oh,
the real ones out there.
They get, well, you don't even think they don't even look like it. They look like real, just regular hot bitches.
Like just
it's not. It's not.
Now, are they charging, or can you get some free
you
pussy?
Pick up on Fowler. What's that?
Are they charging, or can you get some free? I mean,
yeah, they're charging.
Oh, they are.
Oh, yeah.
What, like 500?
Yeah, yeah.
500.
Yeah.
Inflation, Bubba.
Now, can you go down to the casinos?
Yeah, they hang right out front.
No, but not.
You know who caught me onto that was Brent.
Brent's
he's like
Brent shady, man. I'm telling you the fuck he's
right
now.
Because I looked at him and you wouldn't think they were. So you're like
center bars, whatever the center bar is of that place is usually going to be full of them too.
Yeah.
But is there any women that aren't working that are just there?
I know. Yes.
Hey, you know where to get pussy is the new bachelorette capital of the world is Nashville,
Tennessee. All the bachelorette parties.
Nashville,
Smashville.
Smashville.
They call it for a reason.
Yeah, we need to go to Nashville one weekend, Coco.
Yeah,
me and you.
I'm down with that.
Like, look at us. We're out of gas.
Find those ladies on their third marriage.
We're out of gas.
Yeah.
Bachelorette party, their third bachelorette party.
I'm not trying to go after the bachelorette. I'm going after one of her fucking friends that are a 3-time loser.
The mom coming along.
Yeah, well, no, like,
like 20-year-old, we're bringing her mom. Mom's 45.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mom will get it. Mom will get it.
Yeah. Mom's looking to get wild.
I'd fuck a 50-year-old.
Oh, for sure. I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. I fucked Ellie when I was in Chicago. I fucked Ellie. She was
82. And 82.
She was not 82. She was like 55.
What's the oldest you've been with?
Her.
55?
Yeah, Bubba's usually.
It was for free rent, though.
I was with a 50-year-old.
Free rent?
That's
yeah.
It
was for free rent.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Me, when I was with the 50-year-old, 29.
I was 23.
Whoa.
When she was 55.
Damn.
I don't even know this
She
story.
was the first girl that sucked my dick with Vaseline. That's how good
that wasn't Vaseline; those were her gums.
No. She was such an old school.
Let me take my teeth out.
Put Vaseline on them.
That was her Paula grip.
Vaseline must. I mean, how did she do that?
She like a trooper. I'm telling you right now, man. She said, I'm going to give you some head, and I'm like, okay. And she gets this big old glob of Vaseline. Well, I thought she was going to give me a jerk. Well, she starts giving me a jerk. But just,
Well, during the Great Depression, they had to eat petroleum jelly, so she was used to it.
that was her staple. So she jerks. She gets it pre-jerked with the Vaseline, and then just starts fucking slopping it down.
Doesn't wipe it down or nothing.
I guess probably technically you ask Alexa. Hit the Alexa button, Lummy.
No, it's edible. I mean, it's petroleum jelly. You can
Alexa,
can you eat Vaseline?
Could you imagine?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Hey, Alexa, can you eat Vaseline?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Americanky.com, Vaseline is non-toxic, so it is safe to swallow. Was that helpful?
Yes. And that was back in '89.
So was Bubba.
Bubba's like, it's safe to swallow, honey.
So was Bubba.
Yeah, safe to swallow, too. I've gotten so gristled that I can't come from head.
Really?
What?
Yeah. I can't.
Why not?
I've just gotten so much of it over the years.
Or maybe you're not getting good one anymore.
But you get what about from Captain Hook? Can you still from Captain Hooking it? Really?
No.
Damn, that would suck.
Mm-mm. Although me and Lummy are onto these new penis pumps.
Yeah, they're really good.
Man.
Coco, get on
it. The penis pump technology has gotten crazy, Coco.
Coco, there comes a point as a man where you gotta stop trying to fake the funk and act like we're something that we're not, and come to the realization that these penis pumps, real Brian, I know that you're scoffing at it right now.
I haven't used it, so I don't know.
Because you're a fucking nerd. But I'm just telling you.
My dick still works.
No.
Our dick still work, Brian.
Hold on. It's like saying this. Your arms work right now, right? But if you go to the gym for 3 months and do fucking
get swole
and go and do curls,
right,
your arms would be, better, were they not?
Right.
Penis pump is like doing bicep curls for your cock. I mean, it is a game changer.
Yeah.
I've heard you talking about it on the air.
Lummy, you and I are the only two in this room
Yes.
that are man enough to say, I had the show by us all penis pumpsless guys, and we've all tried it. And we're all not going to be sit here and be
they work.
Brian,
So
you
what
may
do they
think
do for you? What's the
It's
number
a
one
workout.
benefit?
It helps increase the blood flow
right
to your cock.
to the tissue.
It really
it builds the muscle.
It really, fucking, it just really, like if go like that.
Yeah,
but
versus flexing it. Yeah, I got
like
you.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Can't you do that from just jerking off?
Yeah, but this makes it even,
It makes it even like
pump up the
more
volume,
rigid.
pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
More rigid. More
When was the
rigid.
last time you used it?
Last week.
Yeah, last week.
You too, Lummy? Are you just
hold on,
going
listen,
along?
hold on.
I did. I said
Quiet.
last
This is a
week.
collection call. Hold on. Hello, this is Bubba, and you're live on my show. Hello, this is Bubba, and you're live on the radio. Hello. They'll never talk to you.
That's how you get rid of them.
Yeah, that's how you get rid of them.
Just shake them.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah.
You're like, hello, this is Bubba. You're live on the air.
I'll wait to get the complaint.
Good.
Serve with the complaint.
Don't bring the party back down, bro.
Bring the party back now. Lummy, are we done?
It's 1:30.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about fucking NFL.
I know the NFL. We got a lot of
Real
good
quick.
I don't
Who's
got
going to
it.
the Super Bowl?
No, I was gonna say the
Bubba,
best
Super Bowl
point spreads.
prediction.
Best point spreads
Super Bowl
for this
prediction.
week.
Let's go.
Super Bowl prediction. That's the Bucks.
Packers.
Really?
Coco.
He's going to get out of the first round of the playoffs?
Packers got a real defense this year.
Okay.
Packers got a real defense, and those ass bucket receivers that you all think they got
Romeo Dubes
are better than you think.
Romeo Dubes.
Tunyon's coming
like
back.
him.
Bakhtiara's
like
coming.
Romeo
Bakhtiara's back
for a week.
Well, okay.
We'll see.
What about Quadzilla?
Oh, fucking A.J. Dillon. Try to
I
tackle
like
that
him.
guy with arms.
Well, I think he's going to end up being their number one back. I think Aaron Jones is going to – Dillon's going to – they're 1A and B, but I think Dillon's going to have a better year.
They only kept two quarterbacks. I mean, they only kept two running backs on the roster.
That's
really?
risky.
Etling, the old LSU guy,
Yeah.
Danny Etling, he's their practice squad quarterback.
guy.
Yeah, I might have – he's from Terre Haute,
Two
Indiana.
quarterbacks or running backs?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Two quarterbacks and two running backs, 7 wide receivers, 64 linemen, 14 linebackers. I don't know, but they only have 2 running backs and 2 quarterbacks. Love's the number 2 guy. And they're saying now that they think that they're going to keep Love for another 3 years, extend his rookie deal, and be like a Favre, Aaron Rodgers
I don't know
deal.
why they just don't admit
they
that
can't
was a
get
mistake.
They can't get anything for him.
for
They
him.
can't get anything for
Who
him.
cares? It's a mistake. Why even have the guy on the
It's a
roster?
first-round mistake,
Terrible.
though.
Coco, what do you think of my 3 picks right here?
What do you got, Lummy?
Take the Jets +7 over the Ravens. Jaguars +2.5 over the Commanders.
Love that one.
And the Texans +7 over the Colts.
Oh, I don't like that one.
I'm telling you, man, Texans are going to look pretty good. They're going to. They're not going to win.
You know,
but they're
first
gonna
week
lose.
of the season's really tough to bet
Yeah.
with any level of confidence.
Brian's the richest guy here, and he only starts betting in the second week.
Yeah, I wait till about week 4.
Me and Coco are on the
I
same
do.
page, right, Coco?
What's that, bud?
You and me are on the same page.
Lummy's a
Yes.
goddamn degenerate, and
Yep.
he would, he even votes preseason.
That's
He
right.
even bets
Oh, my
preseason.
God.
I'll tell you what, I like the Vikings getting 1.5 against Green Bay.
And that game scares me.
It should.
That game scares me, especially with that linebacker that came over from
Where's
Green
it
Bay.
at?
It's in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota.
It'll be a
But
good
Aaron
one.
Rodgers is doing mushrooms now and telling the league to fuck off.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he
how
is.
good has Rodgers looked the first week the last few years?
But hold on, he played a couple series in the last game.
Yeah, but that let's not forget.
Hold on, let's talk about the bigger issue. Rumor out of Tampa Bay is that Giselle and Tom are that's
good.
That's the problem.
That's going to drive him. He's going to. Do you think he's going to want to come out and play like shit?
That's been the personal issue.
New rumor. There's a new rumor. Gronk's coming back. They just cleared up $6 million on the cap.
Yeah, he's coming back because he's been partying, and he's like, that training
and
camp's
Tom
way
Taylor's
overrated.
divorced, and he wants to party with Gronk now. He's
Yeah.
gonna have a big fucking
Yeah.
bachelor party
Dude.
at his house.
Dude,
what?
If the fucking Gronk and Brady were running this town together,
Better than Derek Jeter.
I mean,
at least he doesn't give him speed
better than
bumps
me and,
afterwards.
me and fucking Keith McCants used to run it.
You and Ty J.
Listen, yeah, me and Ty J. Lummy, I guess we got to go because Brian's got a hard 1:30 out. You got.
I've got a few minutes, but
let's go a few more minutes. Talk about the NFL.
It's tough to pick Super Bowl in my opinion till the season.
I don't know who the
going.
fuck's coming out of the AFC. To be honest,
the
with
Bills are everybody's money, but man, it's it could be.
You can't out.
Like
who
picked the Bengals last year?
Yeah, and you can't rule out fucking Mahomes. You just can't.
Kansas City.
You can't.
No, I definitely didn't.
I think they're going to be better off than people think.
How about Denver with Wilson?
How about Oakland?
Yeah, Oakland, Derek Carr.
They have no defense. They're going to win every game 55-48. But
I guess we're going to see how good Devontae Adams really is.
Dude, he's 30. This is what I don't get about that contract. Is look at
he's 29.
He turns 30 this season.
No, in December.
In December. Okay. During this season, he turns 30.
He's closer to 30 than he is 29.
Exactly. Look at receivers over the last decade in the NFL. You can find maybe 4 that have produced after their 31st year on this earth.
I don't know why the Packers didn't go get fucking Julio Jones. I think that guy is a fucking
They tried to. The Bucs offered him more money.
God damn it.
The Bucs gave him a big $6 million for Julio, 35-year-old Julio Jones for 1 year.
Yeah.
The only thing with him, though, is can he stay healthy?
That's the issue.
If he can, though,
that's a lot of money
he's
for
a
him.
fucking man amongst boys.
I think it's worth the risk.
Julio wanted to play outside.
Because he is that good of a player.
Yeah, he wanted to play outside in the heat like we are here, and also on natural grass. And like the turf.
Green Bay's natural. It's just 35 below in December.
Exactly.
Yeah, he wouldn't be playing well
I'll tell you who could put the fucking pads on right now would be Terrell Owens. Have you guys seen that guy? That guy is still a stud.
He's running like a 4.640 right now.
Him and Ocho Cinco, I'd sign those two motherfuckers up right now. Old-time motherfuckers.
He was playing with Johnny Manziel in a arena league thing.
Yeah, he was. You choose them league.
Where Bubba, you could like pay money and you
call the plays for him.
What do you like, Lummy? You didn't say. What are your teams this year?
Give us
AFC.
Bucks, of course.
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be the Bucks and the Bills.
So,
with the Bengals kicker.
What was Giselle and Tom fighting over? The fact
supposedly that he came back and that he had promised not to, and that it was their time to be together, and now he's going to go another year. And you always have the risk, at his age, risk for serious injury, and it ruins his ability to enjoy retirement.
Yeah, I mean, but supposedly she's back in Tampa. Supposedly she came back to Tampa.
Yeah, she's back. She's back here.
I heard she was at a spin class.
Okay.
Oh,
right,
boy.
We're back to the.
It's coming to a
finish. So whose contract I thought the Bucs would match would be AJ Green's that he signed with Arizona. They got him for $3.5 million. I like that deal actually better than Julio Jones's.
Well, I appreciate everyone tuning in to the Lummy Sports Show. Thank you, Bubba and Coco.
Coco's just getting ready for me to give him the fucking.
I know. Coco's got
I'm bringing in the fucking. If I give Coco that, man, it's lights out for you.
No, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, Coco. We appreciate it.
Have a safe trip back to Maine.
What part of Maine
is that
a direct? Is that a direct? Is it direct? Okay. Is it direct flight, or you got to go through Boston?
I end up flying out St. Pete Clearwater.
That's awesome. That's great, and it's cheap.
3 hours.
Right?
Yeah, it's
3 hours.
3.5.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever get to like the Algonquin area, that part of Maine?
No.
But what do you?
Like right on the coast.
Let me turn this down.
It's really nice.
What do you do in Maine? What are you just doing construction? Or?
No, I've been driving. I was working UPS for a while up there, and then now I just I have a route where I pick up patients and just take them to the hospital, and that's it. I'm done. I'm done by noon. I make pretty decent money to do so.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you thinking about maybe like being like Gary used to be, a snowbird, where you come down here for 3 months, December through April, March-ish, and then get back up there?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Because the summer, I mean, like April through October, November, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, actually through even Christmas, it's not that bad. It's January and February are like the real bad months.
You can't even go out, right?
Yeah,
you're inside.
It's just because of the wind and ice and wet and
you got to have 4-wheel drive, don't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I just bought a. Well, it's not brand new, but I bought a truck, 4-wheel drive truck.
Like you couldn't go with a fucking Ford Fiesta.
No, you'll be stuck.
I mean, you'll get right in the snowdrift fast.
Yeah, you'll be on the bank.
Now, but what's it like? Because I was from obviously Warsaw, and like January, February, the fucking like indoor gym facilities were fucking always packed full. A lot of
same.
Country bars, nightclubs. Do people go out much?
Not many nightclubs or anything like that. There's a lot of like sports bars though. A lot of
axe throwing deals and shit like that.
They're starting to get up there.
Do you guys have electricity up there?
Yes.
Indoor plumbing.
You got cable?
Yes.
Now, what are the now? You grew up for years here in Florida, and you're familiar with the average Floridian girl. She's a little easier. She's hot. She's a little beach bitch. Plus, you've got a lot of my leftovers. And I mean, you've seen all types of. You've seen every aspect of Florida. Is there any of those type of girls at all in Maine?
You'll be surprised. There's some decent looking women up there.
Right, but they're all probably gobbled up with some woodsmen like you, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much. Yeah, but
how's Alan from Monster Lobster doing up there?
He's doing well. I haven't seen him yet, but
he's running a car dealership, isn't he?
He was. He's doing. He's teaching MMA and like wrestling up there.
Oh,
he's got like his own little school.
I know his little kid's badass.
Yeah, he's got like 20.
I know. I know. He's got his own team.
Yeah, but no, he's. I talk to him on Facebook from time to time, and he's doing well.
How far do you got now? Maine is it as big as Florida? Maine?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean,
it's a pretty geographically. It's a pretty big state.
It's wide.
It's
the size of Ohio, maybe.
Yeah, I would say it's
probably a good
like
comparison.
that.
And now Florida. I mean, if you go,
Maine is 35,385 square miles.
All right, and how much is
Maine is about 1.8 times smaller than Florida.
Florida is 65,758.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot.
See Bubba on the TV.
Far off than I thought. Yeah. Huh.
Can make it bigger.
Oh, okay.
Ohio is 44,800, so it's a little smaller than Ohio.
What part of Maine do you live in, Coco?
I'm right in central Maine in Augusta.
So you're not near the water?
No, it takes me about, I don't know, maybe an hour to get there.
So there's a little sleepy little cottage village called Ogunquit in Maine there. It's LGBT very friendly there, but
Jesus!
But that's what Coco needs to be. He needs him some hot lesbians.
Yeah.
You can get some hot lesbians there, but it's cool. It's right on the. I've gone up there and vacationed a few times with our friends whose their parents.
Now in the summer, is it like what
awesome
75
weather.
for the high and like 55 for the low?
Actually, the last few summers, it's been getting 90 plus up there.
Right.
I mean, it's been getting kind of humid up there during the summer.
When does it start cooling off? Like now?
Yeah, into October it'll be 70s, and then at night it'll get to like mid 50s.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we went up for Labor Day.
It's
4
real
years
nice.
ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's times a year up there that.
Now you're gonna go back, drive
comfort-wise.
for a few months, and then get down here for Christmas.
Yep.
How's your daughter doing?
She's great.
She's beautiful too.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't say that.
Yeah. She just turned 20.
No, yeah, that's
Think
why.
about this,
That's
28.
why you had to leave. Quite
28.
frankly.
You have a 28-year-old?
Yeah, and he had to
Jesus.
leave because he just couldn't. Even though she's 28 and she can have sex, just blows Coco's mind. He wants to kill the guy, so he had to leave.
No.
What happened, Coco, when you first found out? What's her name?
Alex.
That Alex might have been being sexually active. I mean, because you're a very, you're a nut. You're a nut job. You really are. You got to screw loose. You have a temper one of the worst tempers I've ever seen. You're Coco because you sometimes act like a chromosome more than a monkey. And when you first found out that she might have a boyfriend and she might have been doing naughty stuff, did you absolutely lose your shit?
No. Not really. Well, because when I found out, it was like, sophomore year,
right?
Like we normally are,
right?
And her mom had got her on the pill.
Okay.
So
did you have to have a talk with her?
No.
Did you have a talk with him?
I'll let you guess that one. I mean, think about it, Bubba. We were playing around at that age.
We were nasties.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't want my girl dating me back then. I wouldn't want your girl dating me now. I mean, any woman to date me now.
No, it's different with a girl for sure.
Right. Is she still locally?
She is.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I went out to dinner with her and my parents last night.
Tell her I said hi.
I will.
How's Gary doing?
He's doing great. He's doing well. He's getting a little older, but he's doing good.
He's still trying to kick your ass though.
I don't mess with him.
Yeah, Gary's the kind of guy that when you're not looking, he'll hit you over the head with a 2x4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now are they living down here too?
They are.
All right. So you're the only now when they were in Maine, you were down here, and now vice versa.
Yeah, they were doing the snowbird thing for a while, but it just got to a point where they said it was too much to kind of go back and forth and back and forth.
And the older you get, the more you want to be down here.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more that the winter, whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I look forward to you coming back so we can do some shit together.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
When you looking at me like with a dumbass look, knowing that you're gonna get your ass kicked.
I know. I was like, damn, Brian's a little ballsy.
He is a little ballsy motherfucker.
Phone solicitor on the hotline.
Oh, you have a phone solicitor on the hotline.
Oh, answer it. Just put him on hold. Run it through the system. Run it through the system. Put them on hold.
It's on now.
Put it through. Hello? This is Bubba Clem. I know I owe you a bunch of money. How can I resolve this issue?
They're gone.
No, they're not. They're here. It's American Express. They're looking for that 4,300 I've been stiffing them for years. They sent me a letter today, said they'd settle for 1,800. Should I say you need to take it off my credit report?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't pay them a dime if they're not going to.
Yeah. Just hold off. That'll be down to about $600 in about a year.
Yeah.
They'll keep going lower.
Old, like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then now, Brian, if I call them and then they're like, we'll take this much. Now, how do I say you need to take it off my credit bureau?
You need to say any agreement that you do, it has to be removed from your credit. You got to, mark it as cleared from the credit report.
Okay. Perfect.
I asked for a letter. I had yeah.
You get that in writing, absolutely in writing.
Right. Send me a letter that you're going to remove this, or at least mark it as paid in full.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
But I'm telling you, Bubba, if you hold out, they will keep going lower.
Yeah, because they're getting to the point now where at some point here they're going to have to file on it.
Yeah.
And so their choice is to either sell it or file it and then deal with attorney's fees, and then do you recover anything from it?
Yeah.
So that's why they probably have a system that an algorithm that tells them, okay, at this point go at this amount, at this point go at this amount.
I used to have an 820 credit score. Now I have a 280.
220.
0.28.
Negative 280.
Hey, but I'm having fun.
As long as you're enjoying your life, happiness is what matters, not money.
Exactly.
But money and happiness are generally like there's a point. There's like there's.
Hey, as long as you get some good pussy.
But that usually takes some money too.
Not really, not
a little
anymore.
bit.
When you use the pump, not when you got this new penis
That's
pump.
right, the new penis pump.
Coco, if I bought you a new, not my hand-me-down, but it was in the box, and I bought you a penis pump, knowing that I use it, Lummy uses it, Blitz uses it, who else uses
Dr.
it?
Dan.
Dr. Dan uses it. Would you use it?
Of course.
He would use it on Sunday.
Now, Brian, would you use it?
Sure.
Now, are you going to be like, I'm going to take it?
No, I'm not going to be like Anna with the Hitachi. I will use it.
All right, I'm going to buy you one.
Okay.
I mean, I would. What's the difference?
It is nice.
Choking it or doing that?
I mean,
can you finish using it?
No. Like, Lummy, I can't come from it. Can you? No. But it
warms you up.
It turns your V6 into a V8 real fast. I'll tell you that right now. All right, Lummy, everybody's got to go. I got to reminisce with Coco a little bit. Brian, you accepting service?
No, sorry. It's just not yet. That was last week.
Did you take service from me last week?
Yeah.
Oh, on that other one?
Yeah, on that other deal. It ain't easy being you, man.
Oh, could you imagine?
That's a lot of work, a
Yeah.
lot of pressure. All right, let me close this out, buddy. You're the man.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Lummy Sports Show with the special guest,
And
Bubba.
Lummy hardly talked.
I talked more than I normally would, with Coco here. We'll see you next week on Wednesday, and we are live tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. For all your Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army Store, BubbaArmyShow.com. Thank you, guys.